fattest on the show. Let's get this bit over with because we've been threatening to do it for days.
One more chocolate chipper.
Go ahead, keep eating because I'm going with you, I think.
I thought Artie would refrain from eating till the weigh-in.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, here's all the fat guys.
Who could be? I mean, look, I surprised myself by getting over 290, man. That was like, holy Christ. I mean, that was depression for
that
me.
was a barrier you hadn't broken before.
Robin, not even close. I think, like, when I did Dirty Work, I was on my heaviest. I think that was on like 265. So
wow.
that's a big amount of weight, and I don't think there's anybody else here that's close to 300 pounds.
All right, I'm going to bring in all the fat guys. Here's the fattest guys I could find on our show. Jason, who works in our back office, and Jason and Will are producers on the show. We have quite the staff. We got quite the heavy staff. I got Jason. I got Brian Phelan, who works for Howard TV. He's been with us for years. Hey, Phelan, how long you been with us? How many years now?
10 years. 10, 11 years.
Yeah. How tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's big.
Yep.
He could give Artie a run.
You know who else is coming?
Who else?
That don't discount is 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄𝗿𝗍. He's also tall. Tim's tall.
Yeah, he's fat too.
But
I was sitting with him yesterday with you in that meeting.
Yeah.
And boy, his belly was flopping over.
We talked about Tim needs to get a fashion consultant because what Tim does is he gets his shirts too tight and they're always striped.
Yeah, and he wears striped pants and striped shirts. And they're all tucked in. Tim's looking very Rush Limbaugh. All right, you got Brian Phelan, who is from Howard TV, and he's pretty heavy dude, and he's 6'3". You got Tim Sabian, our program director, he's in the gym constantly, but always heavy. Jason's gained quite a few pounds in the last, I'd say, 3 years, right?
Totally, especially this last year.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing to yourself?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm depressed about it. I don't feel good about myself.
I know. And Scott, the engineer, is in the group, and he's got like a big bowling boy, like he's got a big giant Santa belly. You know?
I know, it's crazy.
You might even be fatter than Artie now that I'm looking.
I don't think so, but I'm getting there.
I don't know. This is going to be tough.
I know. It's not as easy a call as you think.
John Hines put on a lot of weight.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And he's tall as well.
But John doesn't have the belly thing going on. Like, if you look bellies down the line, like Scott and Tim and Artie have the bellies.
Let me see Artie next to these guys. Move out of the way, Gary.
Look, I mean, listen, none of us look like the '89 Michigan team.
By the way, and then there's Ben. You know what? It's starting to be like fat guys are starting to look normal now. Benji.
Hey, America's fat. Yeah.
Yep.
When I go to the Midwest to do stand-up, I'm consistently the thinnest guy in the room.
That is true.
And Benji is fat, but he looks a lot smaller next to Artie. He looks like half the size of Artie. Benji's way smaller than you, Art. Art's got the big head now and the big neck.
Right.
Like your neck is huge.
He has no neck anymore.
It's called fucking conditioning.
I think Artie's going to weigh more than all these guys.
I think
Right,
so.
but what about the rest of the order? Who do you think is who's the thinnest guy in the group?
All right, the guy who weighs the what happened to Phelan? Did he leave?
No,
he's working on the
bending
scale.
over.
Oh, he's working on the scale.
He's rigging it.
What's all that noise?
Is there a prize for the heaviest guy? We give a prize for every other fucking thing. I can't get like a
We'll give
sandwich
you another
somewhere?
bag of cookies.
What's that hum?
You know, it's
One
funny.
of the microphones, maybe.
Let me see. Hold on. Wow. What mic is that? A or B?
I'm on A.
I'm on B.
See, when I turn them off, it's better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to that.
A lot of ambient noise.
So this guy gets in, he's going to work on it.
Yeah. Sorry about the noise, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
just the lights and the ceiling and a lot of people in here.
Well, if it's lights in the ceiling and we know there's something wrong, why don't you look into it?
Why don't we see if I switch to the hardwired ones? Would
All
that be
right, do
easier?
that, yeah.
Okay, so turn off these.
Yeah, turn those off. Let's put on the, we got wired mics. I think they're better. What's going on over there?
Turn off the other ones.
What are we doing here?
I got it.
Maybe I'll move. Maybe I'll see if I can participate. All right, that's much better, I think, already.
So it's not the lights.
Well, it's the lights with the wireless.
Oh, I
see.
see.
Yeah. A hardwired mic is going to be affected by lights.
I think what Scott is saying is if we just get rid of the lights in the ceiling, we'll be fine.
Oh, okay, Scott. See if you can do that by tomorrow.
What I'm saying is I just made that up. It's really... no.
Well, don't worry. We know. We know you know nothing. All right, let's think. I think the next heaviest guy is either going to be Phelan or Jason. What do you think, Robin? Put him in order.
The next
I say
heaviest?
Artie's the heaviest.
You think Jason
Jason's big.
weighs more than Benji?
Yeah. Yeah,
I disagree.
I can't get a good look at everybody. I'm coming in.
Well, who do you want? Yeah, come sit on the couch.
I say Jason weighs more than Benji.
I don't think so. I don't know, though.
Benji doesn't look that big to me right now. He kind of looks normal.
May I? Benji, may I?
Lift up that shirt. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's your body?
Jiggle for me.
That poor chick.
I might have to go shirtless just to really just in case.
Maybe all the guys should lift their shirts.
Why is your mic not on now? Let me see.
Hardwire A?
Hardwire A isn't working.
This is B.
I'm on A.
That's B? It's not working.
Hello?
It's not working. What are you helloing?
Hello doesn't fix it.
He's helloing.
Hello.
Hello? The hello ain't gonna help it. Got a bunch of fucking nuts working.
I think it's the lights.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll do the wireless. Artie's got his shirt off. Artie, you're definitely bigger than Benji.
Everyone should take their shirts off.
Artie, you're definitely big. Oh, what mic are you on now?
The one I haven't moved.
What mic are you on now?
I'm on.
I'm fucking going crazy.
Hardwire A and wireless A.
Bunch you out of here.
Hardwire A and wireless.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Like what? For telling you what fucking mics to put on? Scott, why do you keep moving back?
Because he's retarded.
Did you see what Artie did?
He took his shirt off.
I couldn't believe
Hey, listen,
he did
guys, this is what a man looks like.
Are you shaving your belly?
No, why?
I don't know. Your belly's all red.
It's gotten too big for hair to cover it.
Benji, take your shirt off. I want to see you next to Artie, so I can really judge.
Don't touch me with your fucking.
Don't touch Artie with your.
Oh
look at
my
it.
God.
He's half the. He's built identical to you, but half the size.
They're twins.
Look at the titties on you guys. Look at the titties on you guys.
Yeah, I think he's laughing at my sunglasses.
But Benji's
Benji's sporting bigger breasts.
Yeah, Benji's got huge tits. You've got tits like a girl. I mean, Artie doesn't have tits.
Look at
his titties.
I'm conditioned.
Those fucking titties in you. Dude,
this is the worst when you play, like, people used to play shirts and skins basketball. How fucking people did that?
That was the worst. Holy mackerel. Benji, your body's completely off.
Yeah, I'm fat.
No, but I mean, it's like a weird fat. Yeah. Like, Artie doesn't look so bad fat.
Benji's much looser, like looser skin.
Artie looks like a guy who used to be a construction worker who drank a lot of beer. You know what I mean? Like, you could see the form of what used to be a build.
Right.
I look like a guy who hit 405 for Union High in 1984.
But Benji's like completely atrophied. And you know what? I hate to point this out, but Benji on his chest, I just noticed, has this crazy rash underneath all that hair.
Yeah, because his titties. Oh, look at that. What's
it looks
that?
like a bunch of extra nipples.
Oh, what is that? Man? What's going on with that rash?
I don't know. It's just always, if someone's fat, I'm just always the grossest.
No, but do you see you got all those like red blotches and bumps on your titties?
Yes.
Look at those.
I have sensitive skin. I don't know.
Wow, Ben.
You might have a disease, bro.
No, I don't.
No, I don't know, man.
Take your shirt off, Howard.
Weird.
I'm not fat.
Take your shirt off.
But he doesn't mind taking his shirt off. Let's not get into this.
You're just wasting our time, Howard.
I know you go to the gym.
I don't got no titties.
All right.
He doesn't have a rash either.
You fuck.
You can actually see that Howard, in fact, does have ribs.
You love your shirt off.
I don't, but I don't have titties.
Oh, I'm fat. I admit it.
You got to do something about this, man.
I've
You're
been
a young
trying to
man.
hide it, but I'm fat.
You're a young dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about
All
that
right, so
either.
you think Benji's the second fattest?
So wait,
I don't know.
you originally said that Jason was bigger than Benji. Now what are you thinking?
Well, we got to see Jason with a shirt on.
Jason, take that shirt off. Let me see that. Let me see.
Oh, this is worse.
Yeah, the hair is the story.
You got a hairy back, dude?
Oh. Does you remember the story?
No idea.
I'll know once I see him with a shirt
Howard,
on.
remember he went to the Korean woman? She wanted to charge him double?
Oh, my God.
You're a big boy, too.
Turn around, Jason. Wow.
Jason.
I'm so embarrassed by this my whole life. What?
First of all, the hair on your chest, what do? Do you shave it at the collar?
What?
Is that how it grows?
No. I don't. I should shave down the hair.
Yeah, you shave right down to the hair on your chest.
Or else the hair will just
He
keep
saves his entire neck.
Like, you could have, like, a total hair turtleneck sweater.
Yeah,
I didn't
totally.
know. He's like that Hungarian dog boy.
I think Artie might be heavier than you, but I think
He's
you're.
definitely heavier.
I know you're heavier than Benji.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you gotta be.
No.
Jesus, I got to write this down.
I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, I'm going with Artie first. Close second, Jason.
Phelan's feeling downright thin right now.
Phelan, you look kind of.
Phelan's
He does. He looks svelte.
Look at that.
All right, I don't know who's the thin. I think we should just weigh.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
All right, somebody's JD. You got to write down the weights as we do it.
All right.
So who's going off? Let Artie go on first. Obviously.
All right. Artie's the guy to beat.
Right.
There's no one going to beat Artie. I'm looking at that belly. That Artie's big right now.
Keep backing up.
All right, Artie, is it possible you could break?
No, don't take your shoes off. Just
Well, Artie, you might as well take your pants off too, Artie.
Artie, get naked. Hey, Art, is there any chance you could be breaking 300?
I don't know. Absolutely.
All right.
I haven't been dieting.
All right, let me see. Yeah, this is after Vegas.
Oh my God.
What?
Whoa. All right, it's 295. That's the benchmark to beat.
Right.
295.
What grade are we in? Tim just pulled Artie's pants down.
296. I was the heaviest, by the way. I lost.
You lost a pound. All right, congratulations, Artie at 295.
See, he's already reducing.
Oh God.
Tim just pulled down Artie's pants.
Let's bring Benji over next.
What kind of underwear is he wearing?
All right, Tim. Wait, who's next? Benji.
Benji,
All
let's
right, Benji, definitely
265. I say for Benji.
Yeah. He don't weigh as much as Artie. Stand on there. Put your feet right on. Whoa.
What?
All right, 252.
Wait, now Tim, take your foot off the scale.
Oh.
No. 252.
Didn't even matter. Okay, 252.
252.
All right, so now the big question is Jason more or less than Benji?
Definitely more. Jason definitely comes up at over 252. Get on there, man. Man, are you hairy? Your hair alone weighs 50 pounds. Yeah, you already beat Benji. 269. 269, motherfucker. Damn.
Damn.
And look at that. You're losing the hair on your head and you got hair all over your body.
That's hair everywhere.
That is cruel.
This guy. Why is there not a fucking prize for the one fucking thing we don't have a prize?
Well, it's funny. We're gonna.
What do you want?
Hold on, guys.
Car.
We're going to announce next week, Howard. We're going to announce next week that we are, in fact, doing a contest amongst ourselves with a $20,000 prize, Artie.
Oh, is that the weight loss show?
Yes. So this is going to get you guys fired up.
What's the prize? I mean, what's the contest?
The contest is we're going to start out in 2 teams of 4, right?
Yeah.
8 altogether.
Oh, the weight loss contest?
The weight loss contest. And then the first team gets there, and then it's an individual contest after that.
Oh, that's going to be good.
All right.
All right, so Jason is the second fattest guy. Now, my money's on, let's see where Sabian clocks in.
What do you think he's at, Howard?
Sabian.
240?
240, maybe.
No, 250.
You think you're heavier? Let's see.
252.
Really?
Heavier.
Let me see. Get on there.
I'd say 260, 250.
258.
Whoa.
258.
Wait a second. He's a pound less than Jason?
Yeah.
I'm muscle.
Jason's number 2.
Jason was 260.
269.
Oh, sorry.
269.
He's 11 pounds lighter. I mean,
I'm
and
all
taller.
muscle.
So who's the second fattest guy? Jason? I had it right.
Jason, yeah.
All right, let me see. Hey, Phelan, get on there, man.
Now, Phelan's tall.
Yeah, he could.
He's big.
So
He
what?
has shoes on, but so who cares? Yeah, he's only 250. He's a
There you go.
lightweight.
Only.
You realize how much
250,
everybody
6'3",
weighs
baby.
around
Bring
here?
it on.
But he's like 6'4", so that's not out of the question.
Yeah, he's thin.
What about Scott the
Scott, how
engineer?
tall are you, Scott?
Scott the
6'1".
Scott the engineer.
He could sneak in
He
there.
could sneak in past Jason.
Because he's
Right, because he's
He
tall.
might.
And he knows he can.
What did Jason weigh again?
No, I can't.
269.
All right, here we go. Oh, somebody's got this. Holy, this can't be right.
What is it?
Phelan, are you stepping on that? Because he was up to 365.
Oh,
268.
he's only a pound behind.
Jason.
Jason beat me. Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Jason, if you'd have taken a shit today, you wouldn't be in second place.
Let me go to the bathroom and come back.
John Hine, I bet, is I don't know.
He's the lightweight.
John, you think you got these guys beat?
No, I think I'll end up in the middle of the pack somewhere.
Let me see where you are.
243.
Nah, I think I'm heavier than that.
Let's see. 256.
Whoa.
We have 4 guys that weigh between 255 and 260.
This is, Artie, you're not such a slob compared
over
to these
here.
guys. I'm telling you.
No, listen, to think, though, a year, 14 months ago, I weighed 200 pounds. That's the most astonishing, unhealthy statistic here.
Artie's still 30 pounds heavier than, like,
Who do we miss?
I mean, I gained 95 pounds.
We got them all, huh?
Yeah.
That's it.
Will was 160.
So I know it was already Jason. Man, we got a fat show.
Whoa. I heard Ganji's over 300.
All right, so that's a good way.
Yeah, what about Ganji? Where the fuck is he?
He's not here. He's not here every day.
See, he might have been the second guy in the group.
Jason's got to be.
You think? I don't know.
Jason, you got to slow down. What are you eating, boy?
Yeah, I know.
Too
much, man.
What are you up to, man?
Nothing. I think it's my all right, whatever.
I
know. I
enough money to be eating that.
He was about to use the metabolism word. Did you? Right?
I backed off that.
Do you ever go out and take a walk or anything?
Yeah. Well, I belong to a gym that I never go to. It's the worst.
But at least you're in a gym.
You know what I saw him doing yesterday too, Howard? I saw him doing like the fat guy move, which I've seen. You know, I've even been guilty of this, but I saw the bag lunch with the tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread yesterday.
Yeah. What is that? Is that the fat guy move? What does that mean?
It means he's going to try to start losing weight now.
Every day.
I'm down 4 pounds in 2 weeks. Everyone get excited.
Yeah.
I'm down a pound. I'm down a pound.
You weigh a lot.
When I started here, I weighed like 240, and that's just in the last year with,
oh, come on.
But
You've
it's
always
muscle,
been
though.
fat.
Look at that. Look at that. Check that out, huh? Come on.
He's in the gym, and I'm like, why bother?
What do you mean, why bother?
What's he gonna
you
do?
feel good.
Wow.
Hey, Howard.
I think Tim is the whatever the fuck he is, program manager, whatever the fuck he is.
Jason just announced
pulling down my pants is the worst Minneapolis move I've ever seen.
That was funny. That's funny. Jason was just whispering in my ear. You know, it's his birthday today. It's just like the worst fucking day. The antidepressants. I mean, I could tell he takes this to heart.
How old is
his birthday? That's what we did for his birthday.
Dude, what's your problem? Antidepressants. You're a young man.
I don't know. No, it's a problem I've had for a long time.
What are you depressed about?
I don't know, dude. If I knew what it was, I may be able to fix it, man.
What do you mean? How deep does the depression go? Like suicidal?
No, not like that.
Like when you're blue?
What do you mean?
It gets to the point where it becomes hard to function every day, and there's like no rhyme or reason for it. It's just a horrible sinking feeling. And the last time I did these pills, it completely worked, and then
now it's not.
Well, I don't know. I've only been on them for a couple of weeks.
How long does it take for them to really get in your system?
About 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you still prefer television to fucking? Remember when you
most of the time.
Really? You'd rather watch TV than fuck your girlfriend?
Yeah, most of the time. No, I mean,
Did you ever try fucking your girlfriend on the TV?
Wow.
See, and I feel bad now. I feel like a completely horrible boss because Jason's been working for me for 6 or 7 years, and I never even knew he was depressed till he mentioned it.
Yeah,
I see no evidence.
This is the perfect. This is the
because you'd
perfect
see him
work
moping
environment if
around.
you're depressed.
I don't take. I try and be professional here and not take it out on anybody.
So
but
what happens when you go home?
When they go home, I just sit and stare.
You're like, how mental? What do you mean stare? You saw that, Will? Did he sit and stare?
You could tell, yeah. He would like shut the door to his bedroom, and that's where he'd spend the rest of the night.
Really?
Hey, Howard.
But is that depressed, or is that just like having a good time watching TV?
It sounds like bored to me.
Are you bored?
No,
Yeah, you're having a good time.
When a couple years ago, when I was on the medication and feeling better, it changed my whole outlook. I went out more. I was happier. I called my friends. But when I get sucked down into this like depression, it's just you don't want to leave the apartment.
Maybe I'm depressed because I don't want to leave my apartment.
But it's
I don't
not
want to come to work.
It's not.
But I just do it. I
But
think
you know,
I'm depressed.
some shrinks would say you have a form of depression, Howard, if that's your,
I guess
I would definitely say that. I
I'm
look at his
depressed.
face, I'm like, oh,
You have a
he's
good time in your
depressed.
apartment.
Am I depressed?
Especially if they want to sell you some pills. I mean,
What are these pills? Maybe I'll get them. I like to not be depressed. I think
You
I'm
like to be
depressed.
happy-go-lucky?
Who the fuck isn't depressed?
Marcus
Everyone should be
Schenkenberg.
on pills.
Can I tell you something? I about 6 or 7 years ago had what I thought was looking back on it might have been a bout with depression. It went on for like 4 or 5 months, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be anywhere. I didn't want to be home. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything. Every day when I woke up, it was like a cloud over me. It's
called marriage.
No, but it was like one of those weird things because I know it runs in my family and stuff. And I just like when I look back on it now, I go, God, that might have been like depression, and that really sucks.
You know what? Do you wake up happy?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't.
When I go to my,
I wake up happy.
When I
What's
look
to be
at,
happy about.
When I look at my computer and I see there's a hot chick on the show, I'm like, oh, or a band I want. I'm like, this is gonna be a good day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
The only thing that depresses me is the news I read.
I wonder if I'm depressed.
I know you're depressed.
I am?
Again, we have to go through how miserable you are. That's depression.
Wait, miserable and depression are not the same thing.
No. I meant he's internally miserable. His life sucks.
But is that depression?
Yes.
I might have depression, but I don't think about. You know what I do, Jason? Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think about myself. Ever.
Yes, you do. You think about yourself. You think about yourself every morning.
I never think about myself.
Howard,
except
I've
if I'm
never
forced into
heard a crazier thing come out of a person's mouth.
I don't think about
Especially
myself.
that mouth.
Well, I go home, I put on.
You don't
I play
think
chess.
about yourself.
No, I don't.
Come on. Dude.
I don't think about myself.
I've never met someone who thought about themselves
No,
more.
I don't think about my mood. Whatever this is it. It's not going to get any better.
It's not getting any better.
I mean, this is it. What am I going to do?
He doesn't question it. This
I don't
is it.
question
This
what
is the
this
matrix in which he
Let me
lives.
ask you to know.
I'm waiting until then when it ends, it's over. That's it.
See, I think that's a sign that you probably have a good quality shrink, because a lot of shrinks would try to spin your miserable stuff into depression and sell you pills and
Well,
shit.
absolutely. They try to medicate that.
But did you ever feel?
I'm going to be seeing my shrink today. I'm going to ask him if I'm depressed.
Did you ever feel like?
'Cause I don't even know if
Well,
I
you've
am.
had many of the symptoms, insomnia, when you were going through your back pain. All of those things have, they
Depression.
come from your inexpressed, depression is unexpressed anger.
When I'm inside Beth, I don't feel depressed.
Hey, can I ask you a
no
question?
shit,
Probably
right?
a happy moment for you.
That is a happy moment.
Howard.
You know what? It's got to
Because
happen
you
even more.
forget yourself. That's the moment you're
Yes.
not thinking of yourself.
Can I
Pussy
ask-
cures everything.
Can I ask you this is a highly personal question. I don't know if I'll get the answer. Have you, in the period of time that you've been seeing your shrink, have you been prescribed and taken any medication?
No,
Just the
absolutely not.
Ambien.
No. He never even prescribed the Ambien. That was my
Where'd
other
you
doctor.
get that from?
That was my doctor, my general practitioner.
Oh, really?
That was Dr. 𝗦𝗵ci𝘄𝗿𝗍.
You know, for me, and I don't know if this relates to you, but for me, it's like when you're doing something that you should be enjoying or have enjoyed in the past, and you just have I have no feeling towards it whatsoever.
Right, me too.
But it's a horrible
the
feeling.
But I would
Humans
never
all
know
the
that's
time.
depression. I think
You
that's
just
being
don't
human.
put a label on it. That's
right.
you.
I'm smart.
It's human not to have any feelings.
Of course.
Okay.
My father told me that.
But do you, Howard? Have you ever felt like
It's
you couldn't function? Have you ever felt like being depressed or miserable made you not function? Like you can't
I
go
would
to
never.
work?
It's not an option. I got to function. What am I going to do?
Right. See, so that wouldn't be called clinical depression.
No, I functioned all during my depression. Not
So
well,
you
but I functioned.
you feel you went through a depression.
Oh my God, yes. I didn't sleep at all at
You're
one
all
point
gay.
in my life.
I mean, you got to get off those pills. What's the matter with you?
No. I want to see if they work again.
Sit in your room is good. That's what I do. I sit in the room, wait for the next day.
I always told people when,
want a little bit
if
more.
you can get up and go to work every day, you don't need medication.
What do you think there is in life? You think there's more than sitting in your room? What are you going to do? So you're going to go sit in a club? It's a series
No.
of...
It's
You know
not-
What do
it is
you want to
people-
snowboard with
people
Emilio
think-
Estevez?
People think they're missing out on something.
Yeah, you want to go to a party with Paris Hilton?
Yeah, I mean, what do you think Paris Hilton do? She's sitting in a club getting wasted.
She's a
She's
big dope.
depressed
I just want to feel good about something. I just
think
want to.
it's
I
his
want to
way.
have a feeling inside me that says wow, I'm enjoying myself.
No
or
one
I'm
has
good.
that.
Nobody
do.
has
I
that?
actually do. I
Crazy.
enjoy my life.
No one has that.
I have that.
No, you don't.
I do too. Love it.
I've seen you in action.
Oh, please.
You better enjoy yourself at the Yankee game when I give you my tickets, or else I'm not giving them to you.
Why are you bothering going to the Yankee game?
I don't know. Sometimes I question that. Sometimes you're just sitting there and you're just like, well, this is cool. And
never enjoy
But he loves the Yankees. That's something that
me tell
generally
you.
brings him joy.
Wherever I go, I'm never enjoying myself.
He's ready
and you're
to
fine
be
with
somewhere
that?
else.
Of course, I'm fine with it. Why? What do you think there is going to make you feel happy? There's nothing.
Wait a second. You're happy when you're having sex with Beth. Making love.
Yeah, but
making love.
that's a different
making
thing.
love, yeah.
That doesn't count,
what
though. But
about
that's like a.
Fuck making love. I like fucking. All right,
But that's
I do.
happiness,
That's
right?
happiness.
So,
But
now you know. Now you have a benchmark for what happiness is.
That's right.
So when you do
can't
other things,
feel like that every day.
I know,
every
but-
moment of the day.
I'd have a big smile on.
Yeah,
my
we
face.
should embroider that into a fucking hook rug. Happiness is fucking a supermodel. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Thanks,
what it
Gar.
takes.
There's the benchmark. 99.9% of the world should leap off a bridge.
Yeah,
according
now
to that.
everything has to match that. Forget about it.
Nah, I tell you the truth. Look, simple things make me happy. I mean, I like going to dinner.
But see,
At
Jason
Nobu.
is saying he doesn't see the simple things. The simple things
No.
aren't there for him.
is chess bringing you joy
Yes.
currently?
Yes,
Okay, so
tremendous amount of
there's
joy.
another benchmark.
But
you know?
Robin, Howard, you don't do a lot of simple things anymore. You go to dinner, but you go to a five-star
I could go-
restaurant.
you
It
could
doesn't
take me-
matter where you
I
are.
go to
with
Ben's. I go to Ben's Deli with my daughter, and I love it.
Oh,
But
really?
you're enjoying
Yeah.
your daughter at that moment.
That's right.
It's the camaraderie. I mean, it's that you're enjoying.
You
But
know-
to go out to a nice gourmet meal, woo, what's better than that?
Right. Knowing I don't look like Jason makes me happy. How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh now?
What?
How much do you weigh? 269?
I heard he joined a gym recently. Is that true, Jason?
I joined a gym months ago, and I pay for it every month, and I never go.
You don't go.
And Benji, too. Benji joined a gym like a year ago.
Benji has the most disturbing body.
Hey. No, Jason's hair is really...
But he could wax that.
No, I mean, but he's even got spots where it's worn off.
Yeah.
He's got it down his arms.
Do you remember?
It's amazing.
Jason went to the Korean place to get waxed once.
Yeah.
And he goes, listen, I'm a little embarrassed about this. I got to warn you. I'm very hairy. She goes, oh, we see everything. We see everything. He took off his shirt. She goes, oh, no, we charge you double. We charge you double.
Call me there 4 times.
We never see this.
You know, but Jason, you could sort of spin it in a sense. You have a sort of a cool, unique job. You work in a cool place. You got a girl that you're into,
Look at
right?
Artie trying to cheer up Jason.
No, I mean, I don't know. I guess.
You know what, Artie? It's a lot like when you showed up to Casey's intervention.
No, but listen to me.
I love that you're trying to make him happy and see the goodness in his life.
Well, I am.
Well, what about seeing the goodness in your life?
I realize
trying to kill yourself.
It took me a while to realize that every depression I went through was actually withdrawing from drugs. It wasn't a real some shrink told me you were just withdrawing from all the drugs you were doing. That's what caused your depression. I've never gone through depression just caused by just living.
Are you depressed now, or are you happy?
I'm better now because I'm actually sort of going through a happy period right now. I haven't been on a drug in a year and a half. You know, so if you get the farther away you get from that shit and being dependent on it, the better I get. But Jason seems to be just depressed by life in general, and that sucks. You know,
he doesn't even have the excuse of doing drugs.
Yeah, I mean,
what's he gonna do? He can't get away from the drugs.
What's the drug they got you on?
Lexapro.
Lexapro.
Yeah.
Hey,
good
Howard.
stuff. 20 milligrams.
Does that give you erectile problems?
It did towards the end of the last time. That's why I stopped taking it. But
so far, so good.
You banging your girlfriend at all?
Yeah.
Even on the Lexapro.
Right now, I just started, but I did have her prescribe me Viagra in case of emergency.
Oh my God!
I told her I'm not going through that again.
How old are you, man?
28.
28? You're on Viagra?
No, I'm not on Viagra. The pills, the Lexapro last time caused problems.
Dude, at 28,
But you weren't taking Lexapro.
I don't care. You're 28.
You don't care about anything.
You know what? We had Stuttering John took. Remember he told us he took Prozac, and he couldn't finish.
Yeah.
He couldn't finish.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Fuck with you.
Do you want him to?
Who'd want John to finish?
Really?
And what emergency do you need Viagra? I have an emergency. Emergency use of Viagra.
I need emergency boner.
If you're sitting in front of Beth and you can't get it up, that's a fucking emergency. Don't you agree?
Well, you know what? If I can't get it up in front of her,
It's over.
It's over. It's right.
Hey,
lay me down and put me in my grave. What?
Can we have a little bit of fun with these guys? Would you want them to all do synchronized jumping jacks?
No, I don't want to see anybody with their shirt off anymore. That's your
Why
gay
do you
fantasy.
want them to strip down and do
I think it just sounds funny. Like it'd sound like an elephant, a pack of elephants in this room if they're all
Dude, you're
doing
no
jumping
lightweight
jacks.
either, honestly.
I know, but I feel a lot better about myself after this bit.
He's only 220. He's thrilled.
No, I'm 203.
All right, thank you, boys, and I appreciate you all being weighed in. I know it's not easy. All
Richard's
right,
coming in for the smelliest employee.
Yeah, we're thinking of having a contest.
Yeah, he's the benchmark for that, for sure.
Nah. Wow, you're the heaviest, but not by much.
Not by much. No one came close to me.
What did you weigh to? What?
295. No one came within 30 fucking.
Jason weighed almost 270.
269. So that's still
25 pounds.
That's true. It's true. You could lose 25 pounds and you'd be as fat as Jason.
Right. So I mean, where's my fucking prize?
An update for us on Howard 100 News. Steve Langford is considered a top reporter in the Howard 100 News team.
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Howard 100 News curious about this EECP treatment that has Robin jetting to the West Coast on a regular basis.
By the way, I got an email about that, Steve, and it's so true. Robin, I'm going to put this out to you, and I read this, and I meant to read it to you earlier. I kind of screwed up. But this does make sense. And maybe you've addressed this. Maybe you can answer this question. This is a listener who wants to know more about your EECP machine. Regarding Robin's EECP treatment, does she realize the irony in the whole thing? Here she is, trying to increase circulation in her extremities. But flying is one of the worst things you can do for your circulation, especially your legs. 10 hours of flying, all for a 1 hour treatment.
10 hours of flying?
Well, 6 hours
Going
there.
out and coming back.
6 hours back.
It's an interesting point.
10 hours of flying, all for a 1 hour treatment that probably does more damage than good. And remind Robin, too, that when you're in an airplane like that for 5 hours, you're getting as much cosmic radiation as you would get from getting a single chest x-ray. Tell Robin that I do stress tests for a living. I can start an IV in her and infuse her with adenosine, the drug we use to increase circulation and speed up the heart.
No, thank you.
Just don't tell her that you can also naturally release adenosine in your body with regular exercise. What about that? Getting on a plane, Robin, decreases circulation, and then you fly all the way to California to get your circulation increased.
I believe the benefits outweigh the costs.
Well, you set off a firestorm in the listeners. Ask Robin if she's going to put herself in a cryo tank when she dies.
Boy, but
listen to this. It gets even more intense.
All right.
I've never written into the show before, but this
prompted a letter?
This insane rant from Robin is just too much to ignore. The crackpot pseudoscience methods she has been using are getting more and more far out and dangerous. When that doctor called in and she said that she hated healthcare because it doesn't work, it was just too much. Putting down an educated member of the healthcare community to justify her own crazy methods is absolutely unacceptable. Now I can't decide if she's insane, retarded, or both. If she stays at this pace, she will soon have more problems than just being rich and stupid. At least Artie's funny.
Whatever that means.
I don't know what that is. Wow, Robin got super defensive about the 𝗦𝗫CP machine or whatever today. She was really mean to the cardiologist who called in. It also was a bit insulting as someone who works in the medical device field. She doesn't even know what trans fat is, yet she's lecturing a cardiologist on procedures and effectiveness of them? No way.
Why do I have to know what trans fat is?
She's just into the fad of the week for the rich. I mean, it went on and on. Robin, I've never seen an avalanche like this.
I think we've seen a few. No. I'll tell you, between this and the Florentine story, Robin,
listen to this.
Steve has crawled up your ass and built a camp.
I'm camping out in Robin's backyard.
That's right. We're now a twosome.
Jesus.
With me all the time.
I was so happy to hear that Robin has outsmarted the entire medical community. It's a relief to hear that she can expose the entire medical community for the snake oil salesmen that they are. I'm just relieved that the human race survived long enough eating meat and cheese for her to reach enlightenment. Now that she's going to live forever, can we get her on the couch with Dr. 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏 so we can find out exactly how fucking nuts she is? And finally, Robin, you used to be a nurse? Well, why don't you just buy a symbol off of Riley and wear some of those magnetic bracelets while you get Starbucks shot up your ass? You fucking kook.
Income fucking poop.
Wow.
At least they're being funny while they bash.
Well, there you go. Well, you weren't the only one who got bashed. 𝗏𝐴 got bashed, too. It says, fuck 𝗏𝐴.
You're in good company.
He's an obnoxious leech. Please continue to ignore him. Yeah, Eric the Midget. More. No 𝗏𝐴. So there you go. I'm sorry, Steve. You were saying... So
More.
Robin, it got me thinking. You are sitting on the plane for 10 hours, and that does affect your...
You're taking their point of view.
It seems to make sense to me.
Who said that plane travel decreases circulation? Sitting decreases circulation. So I shouldn't sit here.
There are reports that I've read in Sky Mall magazine.
Sky Mall magazine?
Yeah, actually.
Fred, what do you think of that?
I do believe that person is correct. I can't cite anything off the top of my head like a medical journal, but I've read things to that effect where plane travel is not good for your circulation.
No. What happens is...
They say to get up every once in a while and walk around.
That's right, because you're sitting. You're sitting and not moving, Fred.
So are you doing jumping jacks when you're on the plane?
I said I think the 𝗦𝗫CP outweighs in benefits,
I think it's a wash.
Outweighs the cost.
I think it's a wash.
You think, but you don't know.
Neither do you.
I've actually done it, so I have the at least
and I've flown in a plane, so maybe that makes tit for tat. Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, you have not done the 𝗦𝗫CP, and Robin has. She's right.
There you go, but I've flown in a plane.
Let's go.
And I know you got to get up and walk around.
Let's go to Steve Langford, who has more information probably about Robin.
Such a ridiculous person.
So
you should get up and walk around now, asshole, because you could have the same problem.
He does.
What? Excuse me?
Have you seen how many times he walks out of the room?
Absolutely.
Especially when I need him?
Right.
All right, go ahead, Steve.
So a representative of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Medical, which markets this treatment, set to talk to us later today. Howard 100 News also reaching out to the ever-gregarious John Sally, the former NBA star and a friend of Robin's, to fill us in on his interest in all of this. But an associate telling us John Sally would prefer not to talk to us about 𝗦𝗫CP and Robin.
And Robin. Well, let me tell you something. I don't think it's right that the 𝗦𝗫CP place that Robin goes to is using her picture on their website.
I don't think they did that. That is very strange. I will have to get to the bottom of it.
Ralphie, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, listen, I'd be the first to give Robin shit about this, like if this thing was wacky. But like I spent some time looking the thing up. I don't think these people have. It really seems to be a good thing, and if you can afford to do it, why not? It improves your circulation. I know what the guy's saying about like.
I'd like to see the studies on this. Actually, I mean, being serious for a second, I like to see the studies on it. I mean, this stuff is being used for people who have really severe health problems. Unless Robin's keeping a secret from us, like she's got like angina or some sort of like heart condition, which I don't think she does.
It was invented for people who do have heart conditions, that kind of thing. But
yeah, but if you get up and walk around, it's the same thing.
What?
If you get up and walk around, it's the same thing. It seems like it's overkill.
It's forcing the blood vessels and everything to open up. I mean, it's not like
so does exercise.
Exactly. I don't think Robin needs this. I'm being honest. I'm against it. I'm against Robin getting these treatments.
So stop. I'm against a lot of things you do, but I leave you alone.
I'm not bothering you. I am, but I would rather you didn't do this.
There was no vote being requested.
I don't think you need this.
What I think is strange, though, is Robin bashes the medical community, and it wasn't farmers who invented the machine. It was medical doctors. So
right. It was Harvard researchers. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't be broad.
But they don't use it.
She wants to have her EECP and eat it too.
All right. Thank you, Ralph. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. I'm in the camp firmly against these treatments. But then again, I don't know a thing about them, which would be most
I wouldn't even call it
topics.
a treatment because it's not invasive. It's like exercise. It's the same thing.
I don't like you being squeezed.
Well, if it's like exercise, then there's a Stairmaster.
You're an asshole. I do that too. I don't sit around and do nothing. I exercise.
I don't know why that makes me an asshole for saying something that's pretty obvious.
Because you're acting as if I'm doing this instead of exercise.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying it seems...
Well, then keep your mouth shut. That's why you're an asshole.
Last I knew...
You didn't question.
Last I knew it was America, and I could say what I wanted. This is a talk show, right?
I can say you're an asshole.
Okay,
you asked me why I said what I said.
I guess this thing makes you calm, doesn't it?
No, you make me irritated.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry I irritated you.
Fred only says it out of concern, Robin.
Exactly.
No, he doesn't. He's being really silly.
No, I'm not.
Again, like I said, you act as if I don't exercise.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said exercise does the same thing as if I'm doing this instead.
You're putting words in my mouth.
No, that's what you said.
I didn't say that.
Exercise does the same thing.
It's exactly that I did say.
And I said I exercise.
I think this thing might be, confusing your brain a little bit.
Go ahead in Boston. Dave.
Hey, now it's Dump Truck. Thanks for taking my call, Howard. I was really trying all morning to get through because I'm a huge Robin fan and I love her and everything. But she was as kooky as Tom Cruise on Matt Lauer yesterday about this EECP thing. I mean, Robin's whole argument is, if it works for sick people, then how can it hurt healthy people? So are healthy people supposed to jump on dialysis machines and undergo, chemotherapy?
Again, this is not an invasive procedure like a dialysis or like taking insulin. So your argument is not a good one.
Your argument's not a good one, Robin. I mean, that cardiologist wasn't hostile towards you. He was just trying to explain that machinery is for people with serious
problems. That cardiologist was protecting his
for.
Income. If people did this, he wouldn't have a job.
All right. Chad, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, now.
Right.
It's Chad, the cop from Westchester.
Okay.
Hey, Robin.
Yes?
Tell everybody to fuck off because whatever you're doing, I saw you on the Howard TV the other day on the wedding list, and you look gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Well, no one's debating that. She looks fantastic.
She's sexy. Right. Yes, Ralph, go ahead.
I'd like to take back what I said. If it's akin to light exercise, you just get off your fat ass and go running.
I didn't say it was akin to light exercise. I said it does the same thing, absolutely, but it does it in an intense way.
Why you guys say fat ass?
And I do exercise. I don't know where this came from that I don't.
Fred started that rumor.
That's how it started.
I never said that.
That is exactly how it started.
I never said that.
He never said that, though.
I never said that.
He was implying that all I do is go and sit on this machine
instead of exercise.
You were saying it was instead of exercise, Fred.
It just seems redundant. It seems nonsensical. It seems like something you don't have to do.
Nobody has to do anything. Nobody even has to exercise.
Unless you want to.
I got a shit.
Unless you want to have like Walter Hudson.
Fred has a website, robindoesn'texercise.com. That's what he's trying to say.
He started the whole thing.
I'm going to come up with a machine now.
What is your concern exactly, Fred?
that that Robin's like doing something and not paying attention to what she should be doing, like just regular health
like
stuff.
Exercising. That's exactly what he was saying.
I'm just saying, it just seems a little. I mean, what the guy said in that email, I thought was really right and spot on. You get on an airplane.
That email.
No, I did not.
Be honest.
I swear to God.
Well, I know you're involved with the email. You read the email.
I do.
Yeah.
And that was one of the ones that I thought made a lot of sense. And I'm not going to hide it.
And you feel Robin is wasting time or maybe even hurting herself?
I think the valid point is getting on an airplane, and that does affect your circulation.
I like to fly. I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe if you could get one of those machines on the plane as you're doing it, then it's even better.
You made some sort of comment, Robin, that even there's blood flowing to your vagina, or?
Oh, I was joking around a bit.
But are you getting wetter?
No. What are you talking about? Getting wetter?
Because I know for a while you were saying you were using lube.
No. It wasn't a wetness problem.
Right. But you can't get wetter from this?
When have I had a chance to try things out?
Well, I thought maybe Jimmy had gone on. Jimmy's big balls will get you going. What is it, Jessica?
Hey, Robin, what's going on, honey? It sounds like something else is going on with this machine. Like yesterday, the minute people brought it up, you started attacking everybody. Like, really, it sounds bad on the radio. Like, you're just screaming at anybody that asks about it.
You are feeling a little attacked about this.
Yes, I am attacked, and Fred was attacking me.
Do you really think he's attacking you?
I was not attacked, and if it sounded like that, I apologize, Robin. I was not trying to attack you.
It's almost like you're in love with the machine, Robin.
I am.
Is there something else going on, baby? Is there is something else happening that you don't want to talk? Like you're hiding?
No.
Like a relationship, I meant.
Like a relationship with the machine.
Like,
if she was in a relationship, she wouldn't be so, unhappy.
Unhappy?
Right.
Who says I'm unhappy?
You're so angry,
You do sound angry, Robin.
I'm angry at the medical profession, which has a monopoly on health care, and it doesn't do anything to promote health.
Well, they don't know that that's what you're all upset about. That's like a whole issue. They're just giving their opinion from years of studying.
Well, I can't go into that every
I've never
moment.
seen you so angry over the health community.
A part of my problems were created by being involved with the good doctors.
Wow.
You've never spoken about it before.
Well, I don't tell you everything that's going on with me.
Well, Robin.
You need your own show, Robin.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't talk about that on any show. Even it's not.
You're becoming very
fun.
mysterious.
Can she have a little Robin time?
You feel Robin's too mysterious.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
thank you.
Okay,
all right,
guys.
that's your opinion. Thank you, Jessica.
All right, bye.
Robin, what about that? Are you too mysterious?
Am I too mysterious?
I do want to mention that I have 𝗦𝗵cie and his wife Janie on the phone. We have patched things up. We are all friends now. Right, Chevy?
Hello?
Chevy.
Can anybody hear me?
I hear you. It's Howard.
How are you?
How you doing? Hi, Janie.
Hi. You know, it's funny. We don't have anything to patch up. I mean, when we saw each other the other weekend,
yes,
we were just talking like that, and it was kind of nice. You know
what? You know what was weird? Chevy and I were at a party with Janie, and when we were talking, I looked out of the corner of my eye. You know who was watching us the whole time you and I were talking?
No.
The creator of Saturday Night Live. The Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
He had his eyes on us as if he was seeing like President Nixon meeting with Ronald Reagan, like it was two real important figures in history. He was smirking and watching. But I notice you don't talk to Lorne Michaels. Why is that?
I just didn't have much to say that night, but I do talk to Lorne. I mean, we don't have any bad things to say about each other. He's like a brother to me.
I didn't know. I thought there was maybe some beef or something. I didn't know.
Oh, no.
And there was something else charming, I realized. When Paul McCartney, John Bon Jovi, Billy Joel, Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, when they were all up there performing together, Jimmy Buffett.
Was Roger actually performing, too?
When they were all up there performing, you took out your cell phone and you said to me, damn, I can't get my cell phone to work. I want to take pictures of this. You, after all the years on Saturday Night Live, after all the years in movies and television,
he's still impressed by other things.
You were still moved enough to want to take pictures of this. You're not that jaded, are you?
Not that jaded.
I am very jaded, and by the way, those pictures stank, Howard. You know, we tried to put them up on the computer and stuff, and I really couldn't see Paul out well, and John and all of them trying to sing. But Billy was hilarious. Didn't you think it was funny when he did Elvis Presley?
Yes.
Nobody could see him, but he was doing Elvis.
It was fun. It was really something really to see. We saw a once-in-a-lifetime event, but I would have thought Chevy would have been like, you know what, I've had every...
This happens every day.
I mean, the years on Saturday Night Live, the year that you did on Saturday Night Live, all the big stars used to come on, but he was not...
But, you know, you get used to that stuff. I mean, Paul, we've known Paul forever, and we see him every summer.
That was special.
But that was very special.
Combination.
It was funny how they just kept coming up with a key for him, because he didn't really want to sing.
Yeah.
But John Bon Jovi kept saying, what do you want, G? You want E? You want F? You know, and finally they would come up with a key for him, but... he did it. You know, that was a fun party.
Why didn't you get up and play? You are a drummer. You even played with Steely Dan. Why did you not get up and play with this band?
I'm not a professional. You know, I don't do that stuff.
Do you feel intimidated in a group like that?
I don't feel intimidated. I just know who's good and who isn't.
Janie, you and I hadn't spoken since that terrible phone call all those years ago on the radio, but I am really charming and wonderful, am I not?
Yes, I was surprised to discover that.
Yes, I thought you were quite taken with me.
Not only was she taken with you, but I'm getting jealous.
Yes, I think Janie wants me.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
She wants you deeply.
There'll be another feud now.
That would be really ironic after all these years. I ended up sleeping with Janie, and Chevy got jealous. That would be really, really good. Now, I want to tell you something, Janie, and this is a tough question. But what is it you like about me best now that you know me?
That you seem to be a nice guy.
Right. I told you I was. I tried to explain that. Janie, you are involved in a charity. It is the 4th annual Chevy Chase Green School auction. You're trying to raise money for good causes, and I have contributed. I have offered, up there on the website right now.
Yes, you're there.
And we really thank you for that, Howard.
Yeah, so there is a tour of our studios, and you can come in and hang out with us on the air. We're offering that as a charity item on this website. And what is the website exactly?
It's called the CharityBuzz.com.
CharityBuzz.com, and you can bid on a chance to sit in on one of our shows, take a full studio tour, or bid on many other exciting prizes. In fact...
And wait a minute, what is this for?
I mean, you could have...
It really is for Chevy, actually.
It is
Chevy's gonna
raising
keep,
money for Chevy?
Chevy's going to keep all the money you told me privately.
Directly into my pocket. But you can bid on a quiet evening with OJ in Vegas. I don't know, whatever.
How much does that go for these days?
Chevy, what do you think of something like that? I mean, here's a guy who got away with murder, and you would think he would lay low, but yet he seems to have some sort of addiction to being on the front page of the paper. Will he go to jail?
I believe he is in jail, and I believe that he might go to jail for much longer. I'd appreciate it if he would go to jail, so we wouldn't have to hear about him.
That's right. Now, let me tell you what I am going to bid on. On your website right now in this charity, and I do want to hear what this is for, but there is a chance to actually hang out with Cameron Diaz for a day. Is that correct?
We've got to get that one.
Yeah, explain that to me. I get to sit at her movie?
You'd hang out. I wouldn't. But the fact is... The fact is, Cameron's a sweet and a lovely girl who believes very deeply in the same stuff that you do and I do, and you know,
she really gets
as funny as we are on the air or whatever. That in real life, you're a thoughtful guy, and
don't lump me in with that.
Huh?
Don't lump me in with that.
Because we're going to buy that and send AA to hang out with Cameron.
I do lump you in there. I've talked to you. I know what you're like. I know that you're a family guy and a good guy. And the fact is, you know how the environment has gone pot. It's really, this is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
To be involved in this is a big deal too, because your persona doesn't seem to lend itself to this kind of thing. But the fact is, what you're doing is a tremendous favor to us. And
well, no, I am a very vocal. I was a big fan of Al Gore. I think he is the president.
You've been vocal on the environment
and
for
I've been
a long
vocal on the
time.
environment, and I like what you're up to doing. I'm glad that one of the items is our, studio tour and sitting in on the show. But I am very intrigued with the Cameron Diaz item. Where
She's really going to deal with people.
Get in there and bid on it.
Yeah,
I mean, Chevy and Janie actually really nudged a bunch of good celebrities. I mean, this is a website where you can get dinner with Bill Clinton.
Really?
Yeah, you can play tennis with Chris Everett. You can spend the day on a movie set with Cameron Diaz. That's the one I'm very attracted to.
I might go for the Bill Clinton.
I like
that. You'd have to be with me too, Robin.
Now, Chevy and Janie, is it true that with Cameron Diaz, I mean, that she really has to hang out with us? She just can't blow us off.
No, that says hang out on the set.
Yeah, but
if it were you, she'd hang out with you. But if it was somebody bidding, what you'd do is be on the set. You'd certainly meet her and have pictures and all of that stuff, but she'd be working too, and you'd watch the work.
So you can't go into the trailer with her and try to seduce her.
You're not going to be her shadow.
There's no.
Go into the trailer and watch her underwear.
How much to bang her?
Yeah.
Artie, you want to bid on banging Cameron Diaz?
I mean, that would raise a lot of money. I mean, if the prize was to
prize.
actually have sex with Cameron Diaz.
Has any charity ever offered that?
I'd pay $100,000 for that.
Chevy, isn't it true if Cameron Diaz really cared about the environment, she'd have let one of my listeners have sex?
You have to use your visa, I think.
That is correct. Now, so this is for a good cause. It is to help the environment. You guys have been doing this for 4 years. Up on CharityBuzz.com. Not only do you have the right to come down to our studio if you get this in the auction.
Now, has the bidding started?
I'd like to come down sometime and see your show.
Yeah, well, come on down.
That'll only cost you.
If you bid, you will be in on it.
Okay, I'll bid. I'll bid. We'll go up against each other.
All right, so this is a very good cause, and you have all these different items. And how's the marriage between Chevy Chase and Janie going? Are there ups and downs, or are you two still madly in love?
It's amazing, Howard. I mean, to be honest with you, it's rare that you get a marriage that lasts, 27 years.
Yes.
That has always been just, we love each other very much.
You left Saturday Night Live, I believe, from what I've read, and you can correct me on this. You left because you fell in love with Janie. Janie wanted to live on the West Coast.
No.
That was wife
another
number
girl.
2. I'm wife number 3.
You are? Chevy's been married 3 times?
I was married in the 60s for a short period of time to somebody I don't remember. And and then for an even shorter period to a girl for about 9 months or so as I left Saturday Night Live.
How did that? Now, wait a minute. Tell me about this second marriage. You're saying he changed his whole life for her, and it only lasted 9 months?
Chevy, that's crazy.
She wouldn't leave L.A.
Oh, she wouldn't. And you went there, and you left Saturday Night Live.
Everybody but me knew that she was the wrong girl.
And nobody told you. Your parents didn't tell you. No one advised you.
Parents shouldn't have a hell of it.
Well, did anyone say anything to you ever?
No. Nobody wanted to be. Lauren was not confrontational about that stuff. He was just a good friend and a close friend. And I know that he would like me to have stayed. Had he really reached out and said, "Chev, this girl's wrong for you. I need you," I would have stayed. But
you would have.
That's not the way Lauren is. He's a very giving and supportive fella, and I don't think he wanted to lose me at that time, and I didn't really want to leave, but I was very much in love.
But when the marriage ended after 9 months, did you say to yourself, "Oh, for Christ's sake"? I mean, I left Saturday Night Live. I might have had a fun second season.
What was I thinking?
I mean, that had to drive you insane.
It did. I mean, ultimately, I had a film career that happened and all that stuff. So
right. It all worked out well.
I enjoyed myself and made some bucks. But the fact of the matter is I always regretted not, staying with that show longer because it was really my show. I mean, I founded it with Lauren, and I regret it, looking back. But, hey, a lot of people do silly things in their lives.
But what was Belushi and Aykroyd so mad at you that they stopped talking to you because they felt you were undermining their success by leaving?
Oh, no.
They didn't care.
John was a little jealous, and he had a right to be. Nobody could pronounce his name.
John probably wanted you to leave.
But he wanted me out.
And it got Bill and Murray in.
But we got Bill in, and the fact is, John was wonderful, and you know, I was just suddenly this big star, and it's because I said my name every week. Is what I told John. You know, but John, and then nobody can pronounce yours. You know, and John was probably a little more jealous than I had thought. In fact, I learned that much later.
Yeah, I thought John, from what I've read, I mean, what the hell do I know, that John really thought he was going to be the breakout star the first year, and it turned out to be Chevy.
You know, he deserved it, and so did Danny, who was a resident genius.
Genius.
But the fact is, it happened the way it happened, and I said my name every week. People knew who I was, and those, you know, there's no accounting for that stuff. The fact is, John did become a big star. That's what he wanted. But he abused himself a little too much.
Yeah, real sad. But so how soon after did you meet Janie, or did Janie break up the second marriage?
I met Janie on a really great movie that I was making, and she was a production coordinator, and I was on the movie. And
you seduced Janie as you were the star. What film were you working on at that point?
Under the Rainbow.
Oh my goodness!
Under the Rainbow with all the midgets.
Yeah.
Something. Everybody on that film was on drugs except for me.
Including Billy Barty?
Not the great Billy.
Not Billy Barty.
Maybe not Billy Barty, but Chevy.
Well, you don't know, with 150 little people, you know, who are, you know, you can't tell really.
Chevy, you saw Janie on the set. She obviously was attractive, and how long did it take you to get her in your trailer and seduce her?
I never did anything with her in my trailer. I did it immediately in the office.
In the office, you nailed her.
I was very polite, and I took her out on a golf cart one day for a little tour of the studio grounds, and got lost and got sort of embarrassed. But we went out for a couple of dates, and I don't know, somehow she liked me.
The first time he asked me out, he said. He came over, and it was for the premiere of Seems Like... Well, actually, it was like the third time, but the other times didn't... I don't know, he kept trying to get me out. And anyway, he came over and said, I've got this premiere of my film, and... sorry. Anyway...
Yeah, but Janie, this is a man who's very famous. You must have been completely bowled over that he picked you out. And there was pressure, I would imagine...
Were you of the opinion that, he's just going to mess me around?
Didn't you think...
He said, listen, Goldie's over in France right now, and someone else is going to go with me, but they don't feel well. Would you go with me? And my response was, not if I'm third choice.
So did you put out... Janie, did you put out quickly for Chevy, is the question.
No.
How long did it take Chevy to get in your pants?
It took me, it must have been, 4 or 5 hours?
Was it 5 hours? Was it that many hours? That must have been insufferably hard for you, Chevy, to wait 5 hours. Chevy, were you a ladies' man back in high school? I imagine you were the popular guy with your gift.
I was very extremely gay at that time.
You were. And then when did you stop being gay?
I stopped when I realized there were girls.
Oh, now... But Chevy, you had your share of famous women before Janie. You got all that out of your system, right?
As far as you know.
Yes. I mean, didn't you make love, if I may ask, Janie, and this is, did you make love to Cheryl Tiegs?
Who?
Cheryl Tiegs.
I don't know.
The famous model?
Never met her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, someone had did you get your share of famous women before you married Janie?
I may well have had some dalliances with people who had a good name.
You did.
Janie, did he discuss every one of them with you?
Did he brag to you on the first date, Janie, how many women he had and gave you a list of names?
I wouldn't have been impressed. It would have worked against him.
Right. So you don't want to know the women he's made love to?
No.
Janie, you've never asked him in the privacy of your own home?
In the privacy of our own home. She's never asked me. You know, we don't talk about that stuff much.
I brag to my girlfriend all the time.
I tell the dogs.
Yeah. But
you tell the dogs?
Yes. To anyone who will listen. But you don't regret having gotten married, even though you had to walk away from that kind of exciting sexual life.
Man, I've got the best girl in the world.
Oh, I like this. Very nice. You two are a good couple. I am...
yeah, we could tell how solid you were from that phone call.
Yeah, you even stuck up for each other.
Yeah, we love each other a lot.
Well, I'm very happy for you, and I'm going to tell you something. You were always good friends with Gerald Ford. I am one of the few people who will say this. I thought Gerald Ford was a good president.
Underrated.
Underrated. I do, and I've always said that.
He was a sweet guy, actually. I liked him.
Now, you got to check out this 4th annual Chevy Chase Green School auction. You two ought to come in one time so I can really get into this sexual...
Oh, God.
You know what? We will. And that's a date, man.
Do you have
got to get
children?
out now because we got to go do this show. But
you're doing Martha Stewart's show?
I got to thank you so much for doing this for us.
All right. Thanks, Chevy. Thanks, Janie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Who would ever have predicted that?
Oh, this is crazy.
Well, that's what happens. You hang around long enough.
Stay here and it'll happen.
He actually called me the other night and left the funniest phone message I've ever heard a human being leave.
Really?
Yeah. I was laughing out loud. And I don't do that often. If he comes in, I should save that message so that I could get his permission to play that for you.
I would love to hear that.
He accuses me of being a Jew. He
How dare he?
Accuses me of wrecking his career. It was the funniest thing I ever heard. Up next, by the way, and this is even more exciting, Kathy Lee Gifford is going to come in here and lick my balls.
Well, we haven't been here that long, have we?
No, I don't think we'll ever be here long enough for that.
How long will that take?
You know, Artie, I also want to find out, and I'm sorry I didn't do this just now, but I want to know if he remembers working with you.
Well, you know, it's funny.
When did you two work together?
Dirty Work.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in that too?
He came up. He was up in Toronto working with us for about 2 weeks, and one of the greatest nights I ever had was there was a pool hall that we used to go to all the time in Toronto. And when the first night he came up there, me, Norm, and Chevy Chase, and Norm's assistant, Lori Jo, we went shooting pool. Norm and Lori Jo bailed, and it was just me and Chevy Chase shooting pool together.
Wow.
For about an hour, and then we walked back to our hotel, and I was just asking him questions about Belushi, just picking his brain about stuff that I wanted to know about, and he was so nice. He talked to me for 3 hours together by ourselves.
He probably does remember that.
But then, you know, he did so much funny shit in that movie that they cut out, just physical stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a nice guy to me.
Wait a second, Artie, I have to interrupt you. Billy Crystal's on line 3.
And he busted Saget's balls in the most funny way.
Billy Crystal, have we made up with him? Is he all right with us?
I don't think he's all right with me.
He's
Jim,
never going to be all right.
Jim, you're on the air.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, now.
Hey, you know, I think the viewers kind of want to know how you guys reconciled. I mean, for those of us that aren't quite up to speed without maybe airing too much of the dirty laundry.
Well, no, I can give you the quick update. What happened was Chevy called. You know, this is funny. And this actually is really interesting story. Gary reminded me of this. There was a time when Chevy and I were going at it so badly. And he was just furious with me, and I wasn't too thrilled with him.
Yeah, and he didn't back down. He kept firing.
He kept firing, and it got really ugly. And Stuttering John was on him, and a lot of the fans were really blasting him good. And they, you know, the fans. One thing about our fans, boy, they stick up for us. And when the going gets tough. So anyway, Chevy, in the middle of it, called Gary in the office, and he said, "I need to speak to Howard." And I said to Gary, "I ain't speaking to him." So Chevy said to Gary, "Listen, it's not even. I don't care if he makes up with me or not. It's nothing about that." He says, "I have a source that tells me someone went to the Inquirer, said something about Howard. They're going to blast him in an article." Now, I actually appreciated that. Now, what the hell this source was or what the story was supposed... The story never appeared because guess what? There's really no story with me. You know that. But he gave me a heads up.
Really?
That was the first thing, yeah. And then what happened was several months later, Chevy called Gary and said, "Listen, this whole feud thing is really getting to me, and it's just silly already. Any way to patch things up?" And somehow, I don't know, we ended up speaking, and I ran into Chevy in California. I was with my daughters. I was two of my daughters, and I took them to a hotel, and I walk out of the hotel. Who's standing there? Chevy Chase. And we started talking, and we worked things out. And he said, "Yeah, you know, I said some shit about you. I'm sorry I said it, and, you know, I don't know." And I said, "Yeah, man." And he seemed like a really decent guy. And, you know, he is Chevy Chase and Saturday Night Live.
Right, it's
that whole thing. And I'm actually, you know, a big fan of his work and have a lot of respect for what he did. And the fact of the matter is, so we worked things out. And I came on the air, and I told Robin that I ran into him. And, you know, we just kind of dropped the whole Chevy thing.
Yeah.
And you know, and I haven't
been a slow,
sort
of, you know,
so
warming.
I got invited to this party this summer that I told you about on the air, and all of a sudden I see Chevy and Janie walk in. And Janie, I've never reconciled
Right,
with.
no, there were never any discussions with
Yeah.
Janie. Janie was still angry from the phone call.
I'm standing there at this party with my daughter. I'm talking to Bruce Springsteen, and now all I'm doing is focused on Chevy and Janie coming in. And
Yeah,
I'm
is
watching
that woman going to attack me?
Yeah, I'm watching, and the two of them see me, and they get into a huddle, and they start talking. And I'm thinking to myself, they're probably saying maybe we're going to leave,
Right.
or I didn't know what, or we're going to go confront him, or what. I didn't know where things stood.
Janie was just waiting for this
Right.
opportunity.
And then as the party went on, Chevy came over, and we were talking and all that, but Janie wouldn't come over. Well, later on in the party, Janie did walk over, and she said to me, "Hey, Howard, what's happening?" And blah, 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 blah. I'm Janie Chase. I said, "Oh, hey, Janie." I said, "Look, we've never had a chance to talk. I know things got really weird." I said, "But boy, we sure did some good radio together." She didn't really. Yeah, she goes, "Well, it was good for you." I said, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, gee, I feel awful about how this all went down. I've had a chance to reconcile with Chevy and all of this, and she was really actually lovely, made it easy, and started asking me about my kid who was here and all that kind of stuff." And
Yeah, the good radio thing, that only ever works with Trump.
Right.
yeah.
He appreciates that.
He does. And then like my feud the time I had with Sam, that blew over, and the feud with Bon Jovi blew over.
Yeah.
I mean, here I am at Bon Jovi's house. We had a huge feud, it was unbelievable. So it was kind of neat that, it all worked out. And then I heard about their charity with the environment. They were really donating a lot of money and trying to raise money.
Got some good stuff up there for auction.
Yeah, and I said, hey, I would like to help out. They asked me if I would help out, and I said I would. So that led to this call last night where they thanked me for putting this item up for bid. And again, we welcome anybody to bid on it. It's for a good cause. And come on down here and spend some time with us, to sit in for an hour or something.
I'd like to, Howard, but I think I'm going to go for Clinton.
I'm going for Cameron Diaz myself. I think hanging out with Cameron Diaz for a day would just be absolute ball torture.
Well, I could probably pinpoint the exact time and year that initial phone call happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to say late July 1988. And the reason I know that is because it sounds so
it's taken 10 years, 20 years to.
Is I went. Me and my friends were such big fans of the show at that time, and you hadn't even gotten into Philly yet, I think, or maybe you had just gotten into Philly. And me and my one buddy Kevin went away on a vacation. We saved up money and we went to Cancun for a week to try to get laid, which we didn't.
Right.
And then when we got back, my buddy Deej picked us up at the airport, and the big fucking news was that you and Chevy Chase had this blowout on the air, and he told me, he goes, yeah, Howard was telling him, your movies suck now, and Chevy was saying, I turned down 12 movies a day, and you said, I turned down a movie today, and it was like really big news, and I'll never forget that I didn't hear it because he was telling me about it, and that was in July of '88, we went away, so that's probably how long ago we're talking about, almost 20 years.
Yeah, it was awesome radio. I mean, I called their house, and
it was big news.
And even Chevy in this phone call to me goes that he left me the message saying that if we'd want him, he would come on the show.
Right.
He said, we're going to be in the car. We're going to do the Martha Stewart show with my wife. But he said, I would be happy to call in. And he said, here's my number. He said, but don't give it to Richard Belzer. So that was 20 years. And Belzer was like, gee, I didn't think Chevy would mind us calling him.
Right. That was, he made a terrible blunder.
Yes, Fred.
My question is he still mad at Belzer?
He could be, because he did reference Belzer. I don't know.
He did?
So funny.
And him and Belzer have a big history together. They were, you remember that movie The Groove too?
Yeah, they were in
Channel
that.
1?
Oh, yeah.
They were together working, doing comedy before SNL.
Belzer was he thought that Chevy would actually have a sense of humor and he would get it.
And Belzer considered Chevy a really good friend.
Right.
Anyway, so here's 20 years it's taken to get this thing on track, but nevertheless, the Chases are doing this 4th annual Chevy Chase Screen School auction, and to go to CharityBuzz.com.
Notice we haven't had Belzer on the show. That was Chevy's demand.
And as you remember, Howard,
yeah.
as you remember, Norm had sort of asked you or begged you or whatever to be in Dirty Work for a day, and when I signed on, Chevy Chase was officially on to do the film, and you were a possibility, at least in their head you were. And I was like, wow, that's going to be fun. I'm coming to the set that day.
I was crazy.
Yeah.
It's been such a good source of contention for so many years that who knows what will happen in the future. It'll be great.
Yeah, you never know. All right, hey, thanks, man. That's sort of the brief history of how this all went down.
Hughley is here.
Hughley?
Hughley.
I thought it was Hughley.
That's what I said.
You're saying Hughley.
Dude, now you're picking my words apart, too?
What do you name, Ronnie Und? I mean, come on, you can't forget the first letter to people's
We're gonna bring the
names.
gentleman in, okay?
Okay.
Obviously, A-list guest. He's got a fruit cake, fruit basket, or whatever. Fruit plate.
He's a funny guy.
Well, he's an A-list guest.
All right.
How you doing, man? I'm good.
Yo.
Okay, hey, man.
How are you, man?
What's happening?
Good to see you.
Usually a dude getting followed on the camera like that is being indicted for something.
Not you, not you.
Watch out, watch out.
So what's going on with you, man? Are you excited to talk to Howard this morning?
Of course I am, man. As excited as you can be this early in the morning.
Yeah, it's true. It's the crack of dawn here right this way.
Hey, now I'm D.L. Hughley. I'm here to promote my HBO special, Unapologetic, at the Howard Stern Show. I'm very, very excited. Plus, they have a great green room, and you can tell when people are making a lot of money because they have really cool snacks in the green room.
Did you get a fruit platter this morning?
Absolutely, but you have to share it with people. I don't generally like to eat fruit in front of people because, it looks bad. But thanks, man. I'm really excited to come down here. We're going to chop it up with Howard and see what we can do, if we can have some fun.
Things are looking good this morning.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Good luck in there today, DL.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Gary, bring in DL. Let's talk to him a little bit. See what he thinks about what's going on in the world. DL Hughley, of course. There he is. There he is. DL Hughley.
And another guy.
Now he's coming in with a bodyguard.
You got a bodyguard
about
too.
Being in here?
Right. You got a bodyguard with you too, huh?
Says Ronnie's going to guard you, then I'll guard DL.
Is that guy?
It's my brother. You got to either pay him or give him a job.
Is that your brother, actually?
He's married to my sister. Been married to her for like 20 years.
Because he came in here, you looked like he was looking for trouble.
Right, yeah. Big bald dudes always look for trouble.
Yeah, I know. How are you?
I'm wonderful, man. I really am.
Did you get in trouble for those comments about the nappy-headed
people got
hose?
mad. I don't know how a grown man gets in trouble. Like, like, mommy, did I do something? But people were upset as if, like, all I can do is tell you how I see it.
Right.
And people get very all the shit going on in the world. You worried about what I'm doing,
right? Yeah. If you have enough time to worry about what DL Hughley is doing, then maybe you have too much free time.
Like it's so amazing to me. Like the NAACP just buried the word nigger,
right?
Which fucked up 45 minutes of my show.
Right.
Thank God they didn't do it before I did the special. It would have been fucked up. But,
you always use the word in your
but now it's people in my family I can't even talk to. You don't call me no more. I don't know what to say to you. But in the myriad of things that is wrong.
No, but you said that the girls did have nappy hair, but they were not hose, and people got on you for that.
Right. Just like I'm watching. You can only call it like you see it. I don't understand why that is.
And you're also telling jokes,
right.
Isn't that the case?
And I'm also telling a version of what you never hear men talking about how attractive female basketball players are.
Right. You don't not.
Why don't they do that?
Because they're not attractive.
So you're saying what you think.
I've seen a few of them look like they was wearing cups. Let me tell you something.
You sometimes doubt whether they're actually right.
When you can braid your own hair and palm a basketball,
it's not right.
Just like you see the girl who's suing Isaiah Thomas.
Yes.
Like I would just go, come on now.
Well, I keep looking at. I said maybe she takes a bad picture.
She looked like Dale Davis.
They keep saying he found her attractive.
Oh yeah, right.
But even in the testimony, they say, well, she is a very attractive woman.
Yeah, they keep saying. I don't understand what's going on.
You know what? Let me tell you. I would just walk out. How do we know you didn't sexually? Because I can see, Your Honor. That's why.
Then they would dismiss the case.
Did you see the woman testify? I was sitting at my desk polishing my nails, and Isaiah came up and touched me on my dick. And I knew at that point.
Again, she was a college basketball star.
Yeah, right.
Proves your point.
Right. If you can dunk, I'm not going out with you.
Yeah. You don't want to go out with a girl who can dunk. You're absolutely right. It's annoying.
But it's so many things, and every time I turn around, people are all upset about shit that we know.
Well,
yes,
true. I know. I mean, some of your routines are so hysterical. I've been playing them all day today. But the thing too now this OJ thing is going to bring you a lot. People are going to want to know
what do you do about OJ?
We went up to Harlem yesterday, and we interviewed some of the black community up there.
Right.
And every person said OJ was innocent already.
Leave OJ alone.
To leave OJ alone.
Well, I don't think OJ's innocent.
You do not.
I don't know about this. I think this bullshit here is just if it were anybody else, then it would be some misdemeanor
just
type
talked this
bullshit.
through and
But OJ
get it
getting a
done.
death penalty for this shit right here. No, literally.
You think they're gonna put him away on this
Put him
one?
to death for trying
Are
to
you
get
kidding?
his memorabilia.
Now, the crime of putting your memorabilia, you're to be killed.
But OJ must be crazy, right? I mean, he got away with murder.
When you get away with murder, you're supposed to just lay down.
Right, go away. You know, I remember this guy Klaus von Bülow.
Right, killed his
You know,
wife.
some people accused him.
She didn't
He
die.
didn't. Yeah,
She
she didn't
still
die.
alive?
She's in a coma somewhere.
Yeah.
But,
But
you know,
the
if
next
you were
day he
married,
was-
if you were married to Klaus von Bülow, you probably want to be in a coma too. but the fact of the matter is that after his trial was controversial, some people thought he got off. The guy, you never see this guy anymore. He's gone. You don't see him.
But but even that, even just it's just the way that stuff is done. Like nobody asked Robert Blake, and you know he killed his wife.
Well, you know, listen.
Phil Spector shot that woman. I don't care. He looks like the most bored defendant I've ever seen in my life. Can you hurry up and finish this shit so I can get back to my wall of sound? I don't. Like,
It is odd. A lot of people testified that Spector runs around with guns.
right.
He's constantly putting a gun in a woman's mouth. And now the jury, they say, is probably hung 7-5. We don't know which direction. That is amazing out there.
But I think that there's a special. I'm telling you, there is a special onus when it is a black man and white people get killed. It really just that's the way we look at it in society. Just like Michael Vick. Now the thing about Michael Vick is not that I've seen dog fights and I thought they were horrible. So I just like as a kid I went, this ain't some shit I want to see no more.
He stayed away from it.
But it isn't that he fought the dogs, it's that he killed them if they lost.
Right.
And he plays for the Falcons.
Should they kill him if
he would not have survived.
Hey, motherfucker, it's a receiver or two you could have shot.
What about that? How about if in the NFL we kill people who lose every week?
Well,
That
yeah,
would be
maybe
awesome.
Michael would see the problem if you put it that way.
There's a lot of gamblers who are completely for that.
But here, comment. This was, in fact, we couldn't find anyone who actually thought O.J. had done it up in Harlem. I'll play you this and tell me what you think. Here's a guy. This is a typical guy we find walking on the street.
Do you think OJ's innocent or guilty of burglary?
I believe he's innocent. Because I don't believe he'll be a burglary type guy. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see that.
Do you think OJ's constantly singled out?
Since he was in the lights one time, now they're going to try to keep on trying to get him now, you know, to prove him right, you know. That's what they're going to try to do.
Do you sympathize more with the Goldman family at this time or with OJ?
Well, I say with OJ.
Why's that?
Well, because I think that, you know, he got it coming. I don't think he did it, you know.
See? So a lot of people are siding with O.J. Maybe it's racial.
I do not think that the case. I think this case is a version of what he said. I do think that they're going to get him.
Yeah.
We're going to get this motherfucker for something.
Yeah, we got to put him away somehow.
You know, just
That's
like
right.
when they went after Capone, they ended up getting him
That's
for
right.
you know for tax evasion.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that it's just you know we just never say what we feel as a society. We always pretend like it's one way,
right,
and then it's another. And that's the thing I was in.
Well, people are afraid because, like, you look at the Emmys. They bleeped out that Fox is so scared of everyone if saying "God damn" even. They just bleep out anything.
Right.
We are becoming very sanitized, aren't we?
And we are very. It's so funny because they blame comedians and rappers for the coarseness of, like, slavery was pretty coarse. You know, I mean, that shit wasn't cool. Killing Indians was pretty coarse.
Right. That was
like
mean.
Comedians was going, hey man, fuck the Indians up. And it's so funny. Like, we never tell the truth, and it's just things that, like, in our community, I don't care what you say.
Right.
The biggest problem isn't AIDS, drugs, violence, shitty schools. It's single parents. It's the fact that women are left to fend on their own with all these children. And there's a lot of beautiful. When I see a single woman struggling to raise her child, it hurts me because I know if she didn't have that kid, I'd be trying to fuck her. I really would.
That's right. Now, what about you? I mean, you have a long, stable marriage. How long have you been married?
It'd be 22 years in February.
Is that killing you? I mean, you're an attractive man. I mean, a lot of women must want to be getting close to you.
You know, it's like my father said a long time ago. It'll be all right when the swelling go down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is that it?
I have a wife who I adore. Like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that, like, most women, she's insane.
Right.
You know, like.
How does she get crazy?
Right.
I mean, I know you're irrational. What does she do?
Right. Like the other, we were doing something. I was hosting Def Jam Saturday.
Right.
So. They gave me flowers in my dressing room,
Right.
So a woman, and the flowers have been there for 3 days. We smoking cigars and flicking the ashes in the flowers.
That's not right.
So a girl came and she was talking about how beautiful the flowers were. So I said, "Oh, take them." You know.
Uh-oh.
My wife About 10 minutes later, came, where the flowers at? And I said, they told her that some girl had took them. She storms down to go get the flowers. I'm like, girl, you can't fucking go in the parking lot and take flowers from somebody that inflict ashes. It is the point. I said, this is my fucking dressing room. So it's just irrational.
Do you think she got jealous that you were somehow...
You're giving flowers to another woman?
But it wasn't even...
It's her flowers.
Yeah, I didn't even care about them.
Of course.
I could give less than a shit about these flowers. They had been there for 3 days.
So then you go, hey, what's wrong with me? Why did I marry this woman? Do you doubt your decision?
No, well, you know what? I tell you, honestly, not to kiss her ass. If you have to spend your life with somebody, then I have a wonderful woman. My mistress gets on my nerves too, but
yeah, you got a lady on the side. They all get on your nerves.
All right, these motherfuckers here. I got kids that get on my nerves, but
you got a lot of kids. How many kids you got?
I have 3. I have
3
a
kids.
20-year-old.
No kidding. How old are you?
I'm 43.
No shit.
Yeah, and she goes to Smith. And she is an intern in D.C. She's trying to help abolish the death penalty. I'm so glad she's an intern when Bill Clinton ain't around.
I was going to say, she's an intern in D.C. You got to be worried.
Right. She's not blowing anybody.
No. Well, you
don't know.
I'm certainly praying.
Yes, right.
Honey,
so
Daddy loves you.
When she said, I'm going to Washington to be an intern, you just checked who was in the White House. She said, she's not going to blow George Bush.
It's a lot of gay women at her school, so blowing a dude or...
Maybe blowing a dude is good. Who the hell knows?
Thank you.
You know, I still don't understand. Honest to God, and I'm not saying this because you're here.
Right.
I don't understand how you didn't get that late night show job. I'm talking about CBS after Letterman. You were up for it.
And
Craig Ferguson, the Scottish guy.
Mm-hmm.
I see you as much funnier.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I do know this, that I think I worked hard. And, like, to me, the greatest thing I get to do is I love being on stage. I love seeing shit. And so if they didn't feel like I had what it took, and I know that I wouldn't have, I ain't going to ever be softball. I'm sure I'd have got in trouble for saying something.
Yeah,
so
you probably would have been off the air anyway.
Right.
So it's good you didn't get the job.
I'm fucking canceled.
Yeah, they would have thrown you off for the nappy hair stuff.
Right. And like, because a guy, it's so funny because I'm the son of a nappy-head man.
Right.
And a nappy-head woman. And I have nappy-head children, but I can't talk about and I have nappy hair, but I can't.
When did nappy hair become a bad thing?
And the dude who is leading the protest got a perm. Ain't that a bitch?
That's wild. Sharpton with that perm.
Right,
How the fuck you gonna have a hair that Aunt B from Andy Griffith had, and you trying to tell me?
Are you surprised that Al Sharpton has a perm? I mean, if you are a leader, quote unquote leader, civil rights, this and that, why would you try to make your hair like the white man?
How are you supposed to take that guy seriously? See, when
I don't take any grown man, and I mean this, that needs a leader is already behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is the white leader? Who's the Mexican
There
leader?
is no white leader.
Who's and if you're gonna lead, do some shit that matters. Like now they're trying to boycott rap. Like now Master P wants to start a rap label with no profanity, and I'm like, motherfucker, we had it. It's called jazz.
We don't want that again. Nobody bought that.
Nobody bought that.
I got a Grover Washington CD. What the fuck? But
I've asked Sharpton about his hair. I've said to him, Al, why do you wear your hair in this style? It's like a white guy.
And he blamed James Brown.
Yeah, and he blamed James Brown. He goes, well, James Brown did it, and I wanted to honor
James Brown did it in the 60s. And
it was a different time.
Yeah, it really is.
It was a different time.
It's just like even everything he does is almost antiquated. Like boycotting in front of FYE, which is cool.
Right.
Except that most kids don't buy their shit they steal it off the internet like everybody else.
That's right. It's not going to have an impact.
Right. What the fuck are you boycotting? So that'll be out of business, and that business model is out of business. It's antiquated. Nobody goes to record stores and buys fucking CDs.
Record stores are over, so standing in front of them is kind of missing the boat.
It's just to get on TV. Like, to me, it's just like now they like rap. You want to like Walmart. You can't go to a Walmart and buy a record that has profanity or violence, but you can go to Walmart and buy a gun.
Absolutely.
You can't get the 350 out, but you can get the 357.
It's wild.
So why don't we want to ban songs about guns, but not guns. So it's just, if you want to start.
It's hypocritical.
It really is to me.
See, if I was a black man, I'd wear my hair like you do.
Right.
I like how you do it. Now what is that? That's
it's,
like
it's stress and tension.
No. You're doing something with your hair.
No.
Like
they wash it.
Yes.
Twist it and untwist it.
That's what I would do.
That's all it is.
I like that style.
Me too. And
I got curly hair.
Yeah.
I wear it curly. For years I tried to straighten it like Al Sharpton. But I say you got to go with what you have.
You were spending hours in the beauty parlor.
Hours. I mean, for what? I'm not going to look good.
With your hair all wrapped up.
If my hair's straight, I'll get girls.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Fuck this. I'm just going to get rich. Then they won't care.
Yeah, that'll get me some girls.
Absolutely.
That's the way
Rich
you
will
do
straighten out anything.
Are you fucking kidding? Have you ever seen somebody that had a beautiful girl? You go, God damn, thank God he has money.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because when I saw that,
Robin does that with me. So you are very successful. I mean, your stand-up comedy is rock solid, right?
Thank you.
And now you got this special on HBO.
Right.
Okay, so we should promote that. Unapologetic.
Right.
This Saturday night at 10 o'clock on HBO. That's a good name for your special. You don't apologize to any man.
Right, but you know, I had people like that came out and protested me like Christian groups, and I'm like, man,
really? For what?
Christian groups? What'd you say?
Yeah. For the 𝗦𝗵cie comments, I mean, I got protested Christian groups would come out and protest me, and I was like, if you're a Christian, forgive me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The Christians are the worst.
Right. Like, aren't you? If you forgive me, but it's just like you actually made a sign and protested me for having an opinion. I'm telling a fucking joke. I'm not trying to change the world.
It's crazy. But you say that Bill Maher is the second funniest person on the planet?
I think he is.
Yeah. So
you do his show a lot.
Oh,
Bill is very funny.
And you know what it is? I think that what makes him so funny is how unafraid he is to state to have a clear point of view. Like everybody murks the waters. I feel kind of like this, and then
no, he's clear on what he wants, and that's
what he
good.
believes.
Yeah, I like guys like that. Whether you agree with them or not, it's good.
Even if you don't like, and I like people who, for instance, have a point of view regardless of how fucked up it is.
Hey, I heard you're friends with a guy who was in the hotel room with OJ when he confronted the memorabilia guy.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Who's the guy you know?
Well, the guy who's giving out interviews, Goldie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's. We'd be playing golf. We play golf.
Right.
You know, I haven't seen him in a year and a half since I played Phoenix, but we'd be playing golf and he'd be in the phone ring and there'd be OJ on the phone. You want to talk to OJ? No, motherfucker.
Right. Now, what are you going to do when you perform in front of President Bush? Aren't you due to perform?
I didn't do it.
You didn't?
No.
Why?
Did you turn it down?
Because you dislike him so much.
No, not because of that. I've been around several. I performed in front of several people I dislike because I believe that it's cowardice to be in front of somebody and not tell a joke about how you feel.
I see.
I'm not saying that you have to, like Sally Field, I wouldn't have gone, like, I respect that anybody takes a stand. Right. But you can't, if you won't let me tell jokes from my perspective, like you just bringing the brother in to make.
Do they sometimes vet your material?
You had everything.
They do.
Oh, and you couldn't talk about politicians. How the fuck I'm not going to be able to talk? Like this, like you can't talk about any, like Larry Craig in the bathroom?
Yeah. You can't talk about that.
No, I mean, I just don't understand how you go to the bathroom. I didn't know that tapping on your foot on the floor was a symbol for gay sex.
You got to learn that shit.
I'll never go to the bathroom with an iPod again. Are you coming on to me? No, motherfucker, I was listening to the new Kanye shit. And then when you tap your shit on the floor, what happens? Does a dick come out the ceiling like a boxing announcer?
It's got to be more complicated.
And isn't Minnesota the same state that had a bridge that fell down?
Yeah.
Ain't you got better shit to do with your city officials than fucking place them in a bathroom to see if somebody wants to suck dick?
You're absolutely. There's so many things to worry about. How do you have the time in your day to get your dick sucked in the bathroom?
Right. I mean, and you ever been to a man? You ever seen a bathroom in a men's bathroom that was so bad you just shit on yourself?
Yeah, right. Every men's bathroom I go into, I don't care where it is, there's always a shit in the toilet bowl. There's guys who apparently don't even have a shit in the toilet bowl. I've seen shit outside the toilet bowl.
Right.
It's unbelievable, the hygiene some guys have. It's almost like they go in there angry and go, you know what, I'm going to shit all over this.
And it's symbolic. Like I just read yesterday that 1 in a third of men don't wash their hands.
Yes, that was a new study.
Now, you're a celebrity. I bet a lot of people want to shake your hand. I hate it. I walk around with a hand gel all the time.
Man, and I used to think that was wrong.
Right.
But let me tell you something. You just walking around the airport, you're smelling all dicky, and you done used the fucking you nasty son of a bitch.
Right. You know,
he won't shake my hand. That's because I don't want tetanus.
When I pee, I don't even touch my own dick. I take my underwear. I don't even want to touch my own dick. Why should I subject somebody else to my dick? You're absolutely right. But what are with guys with these men's rooms? You know, we worked in terrestrial radio at another place. Every day we walk into the bathroom, we'd either find lice in the sink, or we would go to use the bathroom, the toilet, and there would be turds, but not even in the bowl. I'm talking about on the seat. And I go, well, what are they, angry, these people?
Yeah.
What's going on?
It is really, we are the most nasty motherfuckers. It's a good thing we make more money than women do, because,
women would not be with you, right?
No. If it wasn't for money, you'd never get laid.
Now,
Is that
we
right?
are the nastiest motherfuckers ever.
Do you ever get jealous of some of these showbiz guys? One day they're with, Jenny McCarthy. The next day they're with Goldie Hawn's daughter. I mean, you're missing out on a lot of this activity.
No, you know what? I think chasing trim is just. I mean, and then like I would rather have somebody like my wife married me when I was making $4.75 an hour, so at least I know.
Right. You know she loves you. She's into you.
Yeah, she digs me.
Right.
And like she still like wants to go places with me. Like,
right.
I go to the store. I want to go. Now how can I go see my other woman with you tagging along?
That's
you with a threesome.
Embarrassing.
Nobody shows up at their mistress' house with their wife. Who does that?
I wanted to ask you something. You were in the movie Soul Plane, and you say, I always have had in my career a level of dignity in what I do. But this is the one thing I'm ashamed of. You're ashamed of being in the movie Soul Plane.
Absolutely.
Well, how did you do it? I mean, you saw the script.
I sold out.
Oh.
You did. No way.
The
money was good.
Yeah,
but can I say something? Sometimes isn't it true you read a script and it looks reasonable?
Not
Soul Plane.
Not that. Not Soul Plane.
And
you knew it
you,
was not funny.
I knew it was horrible, and I knew, but my wife wanted hardwood floors.
She did. And that bought the hardwood floors.
And that, and I think that to me is the black, not, symbolically, it was the time where I said, it was my turning point where I went, I'll do my best to never. Now, I'm not saying I'll never do anything horrible.
Right.
Like, I thought that Studio 60 was going to be, when I read that script, I thought this redeems me for Soul Plane. I have to get this just because this redeems me.
You were one of the stars of Studio 60, right? It's been canceled.
Right.
Right.
And then I said, from now on, I'm going to try to have a level of, the unquestionable level of integrity to me.
Right.
Like, there are people who think that the jokes I tell don't have any integrity, but I mean.
No, they do.
I mean them to some degree.
By the way, the Unapologetic DVD goes on sale September 25th, and DL's national comedy tour kicks off in October. And if you want any kind of information on tour dates, then you should go see this guy. He's a scream. MySpace.com/DL Hughley.
All right, you said that Bill Maher's the second funniest.
Right.
Who's the first?
I didn't say he was the second funniest.
Well, you know who the funniest is. DL.
But I think to me, it's like there are cats who I think you have to be. I think that as a
who are the top 3 comedians other than you
that I like?
Yeah. I want to know.
I don't really. I haven't seen a lot of comedy lately, but I've seen some cats. I think Bill Maher is one of them.
Right.
I think.
Gotta be Chris Rock, right?
Chris Rock, of course.
All right.
Of course, Chris Rock.
Don't give him names. I want to see what he comes up with.
I would say Chris Rock and Carlin.
George Carlin.
Oh,
still got it.
But cats that I love Earthquake. I love Patrice O'Neal.
Oh yeah.
I love this cat, the young cat named Malik S. I love this young cat named Ali. I love. It's so many cats. Like when I see them, I go, wow, I believe it. Like I did Def Jam again. I believe in black comedy again because these cats were just brave and saying what I thought. Wow, they're not just up here talking shit. They up here trying to say what they see.
Are you sick of being in stand-up comedy?
No.
You love it. You don't get the feeling, I should be a TV star and I want to get off the road.
No, my gig and people that
you think
really,
the road saves your marriage in the sense that it gets you out of the house?
Is
it
fresh? Somebody said something to me. I was talking to this cat named Mark from Dallas, and he was saying, I've been doing comedy about 18, 19 years now. And I would imagine that if you took those 19 years, about half of them would have been on the road. So I said, yeah, I've been married 22. He said, motherfucker, you've been married 8. Really? When you think, but I miss her when I'm gone.
But look at the success you are. I mean, and people don't know this. Do you know that DL was kicked out of high school?
No.
Yes, he was.
Out. He didn't just leave.
They said, motherfucker, you can leave now.
Why were you such a troublemaker? I mean, were you a big pain in the ass?
You see the cat that's with me now. We went to high school together. We've been friends.
Right.
And so
So that's not your literal brother. He's your brother.
He's married
He's
to
a brother-in-law.
But he's married to my sister.
Oh, he is. Okay.
I used to, every time it was a fight, every time it was some shit to be started, I was the motherfucker talking the shit that got it started. Every time.
And can you handle yourself? Can you fight?
I thought I could. Man, I done won and I done lost a lot.
Because you were
I
wise
lost a lot. I don't want a lot.
Would you to the dozens? Would you sit there and rank on people's mothers and all that kind of shit, and then some guy just clock you and beat you up?
Or if somebody needed some shit. like I was always the dude when you needed some shit started. I was the motherfucker they sent over to talk
So
shit.
who threw you out of school? Did the teachers get together?
This guy named Mr. Rob.
Did he get together with other teachers and say, "Look, this guy"?
We had a big fight. It was a big, huge fight at school.
A fight, a fist fight.
It was people was getting stabbed. We got a huge fight at Gardena High.
The police were called?
I didn't get stabbed.
Were you in the Bloods? Someone told me you were a Blood.
You were a gangster.
135th and Avalon.
No kidding. I mean, well, what do you have to do to get into the Bloods? I mean, you got to be a tough guy.
What do you have to do to get out of him?
I'm not sure he is.
That's the more important question.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
I was in B'nai B'rith, by the way. Go ahead, Jess.
I was a kid, and when they fought, even if you wasn't with it, you had to.
You had to fight.
You couldn't. It was no way you could say, "Hey, man, I saw everybody fighting, and I didn't get in it."
Yeah, I'm going to have a comedy career. I can't be doing this
Oh,
shit.
no, I was going to school,
Right,
motherfucker.
right.
But so every time they did something, you did it. So we got into this big fight at school, and it was my third fight, and I was in the 10th grade, and they just said, and I just didn't never know the answers. Like, I couldn't read. Like, I don't know if I couldn't read, but I just... Every time words, if I see a whole bunch of words on the page to this day, I have to, like, it makes me panic a little bit. I gotta, wait a minute, this is a contract. I'm gonna need, but
wait a second, when you're in a gang and they say, okay, we're gonna go fight some guys.
They don't say we're gonna fight. It's just a fight. Like nobody.
Can you stand on the edges and pretend to be fighting, kind of like?
No.
No, you got to mix it up.
Well, ain't nobody gonna ask you, are you pretending to be here? You
Yeah.
And so I remember this dude.
Can you kind of back? Like I think I could find a way to finagle my way out of the fight and appear to be fighting.
Yeah, but the other guys don't know you're doing it. They're going to
So
really
you've been punched in the face.
Oh man.
You've punched another guy in the face. You've knocked guys out.
Did you use weapons?
Huh? Hey, I was 5'6", 120 pounds. I used whatever the fuck I could.
But Artie's right. How do you get out of the Bloods? Well, I thought once you're in,
you can't. It's not a situation where you. I didn't consciously go, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But when I just couldn't see one day being in a situation where I used to feel really bad when we would hang out and I would know that I had something else inside of me. I would know it.
Right.
Like I didn't know why I knew it, but we would be together and I would be sad as a motherfucker because I would go, man, I know I can do something else. I just don't know what it is.
Right. You're smart enough to not live the thug life.
Right. And I'm like,
once
I just
you're
know
kicked
it's something
out of
here.
school, how do you make that transition?
But I got kicked out of there, and then I went to Lock High, got kicked out of there, went to San Pedro High.
You got kicked out 3 or 4 times.
I got kicked out, and so then I just stopped going to school.
You are really bad.
I was troubled.
Why did you pick the Bloods over the Crips?
You don't pick, will you?
Well, what do you mean?
My mother lived in that neighborhood.
Yeah, they have
bought a house
the Bloods
there.
ran that neighborhood.
And it was their neighborhood, yeah.
Oh, I see. You can't say, listen, I want to recruit.
It wasn't like a free agent. You can't like, who's going to offer me the best deal?
You can't say, look, I would imagine in a neighborhood you got some Bloods and you got some Crips and then you pick your team.
No.
And it's fun and you go with
They
your
can't live together, Howard. That's the whole point.
All right, wow.
And you live wherever
But it's so
your
silly.
mama...
You're all young black men, all struggling to make it in this world and just live a nice life, and he are killing each other.
Well, you know, and that's to me why I do the comedy I do.
Right.
Because I believe, honestly, that if a man, particularly a black man, gets past a certain age, he'll start to see the world. Like I believe, like when I was doing an interview and they asked me, "What did you want to be when I was growing up?" And I never thought about it. Like I don't know anybody that thought about where you
growing
were
up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
It didn't seem like there was any hope to do anything.
like, and I wouldn't have called it. I wouldn't have said I didn't have any hope because that would have been too clear a thought. But I didn't. Like when I think back as a kid, I didn't go, "Well, I want to be an astronaut," or "I want to be." I didn't have, and I didn't know anybody else who had them.
A lot of young black men don't have that dream. Like, oh, I'm going to grow up and be a scientist. Doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't seem that there's nothing like that around you.
Because I think that there, more than anything else, there was nobody who, like my father was a great man, but he didn't, a good man to me, but he worked hard. One day I asked him, I said, "Daddy, do you love me?" He said, "Motherfucker, you ate, didn't you?" That puts it all in perspective.
You got me thinking. I grew up in a black community. I don't recall anyone saying, "Gee, I want to grow up and be something."
No.
I don't think any of us did.
No,
I don't think.
Well,
I think I had dreams.
had the same sort of situation. I didn't understand why. I said I could clearly see there were 2 lines in school. There was a line of going someplace and the line of not going someplace. And all you had to do was go choose a line. But all the black kids chose the line that wasn't going anyplace.
Yeah, I used to say.
I don't think they like to that's an active thing to kind of choose something.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't really make a choice.
I think more than anything else, they kind of don't make one.
That's what I'm saying. There was an opportunity to make a choice, but none was made.
Yeah, I would say I would go into radio. People look at me like I'm nuts.
Right.
You don't think about something like that.
But
That's
nobody
true. You're very right.
believes. Like I always knew, and I'm telling you, when I would be hanging out with these cats, and to their credit, when it was gonna be some real fucked up shit, I remember these cats was going to do some dirt, and they was like, you ain't going.
They would say that to you.
Because they felt you might have something going on.
I don't know if like when we grew up, like I heard like this no snitch shit. That don't mean it means if I'm with you and we doing something together, then I ain't gonna tell if I get caught. It don't mean if you do. If cats was doing the shit that they doing now in our neighborhood,
you would tell them.
We wouldn't tell the police, but it would get dealt with. You wouldn't just be doing it.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody like we wouldn't go to the police, but you wouldn't be doing it.
Right, but the thing is, when you speak about when you speak about your dad, isn't this really your stepdad? Like you didn't know your dad was your dad.
Right.
I mean, your dad. You believed your dad was your biological dad.
Right.
And then suddenly you were at a family function. You were about what, 12 years old, and some uncle blurted out, "That's your stepdad."
That's actually a joke, but that actually happened. But when that happened that day, my uncle broke out, that ain't your real father, and they explained it away and fucked that ain't real. But then later on, I found out that was true. So,
who is it? So when you talk about your father, you talking about your stepfather?
Well, see, his name is 𝗛𝘄𝗿𝗍, and he's to me my father.
Right.
But the world would categorize him as my stepfather. Like I would never say he was.
So what about your real father? Where the hell is he?
I don't know.
I mean, your biological father. Don't know.
But my
Isn't
wife.
that amazing that you could have a good marriage, knowing, being all fucked up in the head that my
But you know what? You spend your whole life, and I think a lot of black men do, spend their whole life trying to guess what they're supposed to be. Like I grew up with my mother. She hated my real father. Like, you have to eat like him. You have to walk like him. Hated him.
Right.
And so, I guessed my whole life. I was trying to guess what I wasn't supposed to be to not make people mad. Like, people say, you look like you. I would be eating. She go, you eat just like him, or you sound just like him.
Really?
Oh,
that's horrible.
It was a horrible kind of way to
deal
kind
with
of exist. But when I grew up, my wife, right before I used to be just angry all the time, and she said, I got to find your father. So she took it upon herself to find my real father, and we flew him in, and I met him. And so he was I wanted two things from him. I wanted to know what his, like, if anybody in this family had any genetic disorders that I was going to have to deal with.
Right.
And that's really it. That's all I wanted.
That's all you wanted to know.
Yep.
But what kind of guy was he? I mean, did you look at him and go,
I don't know what kind of
what
man
my
he was.
mother
But did you
was
say to
talking
him?
about?
Did you say to him, how do you live your whole life and not want to know your son?
No.
You never said that.
No.
Would you like to have said
Did
that?
you have other siblings that you didn't know about?
No. I'm sure, yeah.
And you didn't want to know?
No.
And you gave him sort of the cold shoulder. You said,
No, I
listen,
didn't give
tell
him
me
no.
if you got any genetic problems, get the fuck out.
No, well,
of
we flew him in, and then I came home. I was working on the Hughley's at the time, and I was getting ready to do my third HBO special. And then my wife, we flew him in, and I came home from work, and he's at the fucking pool with my daughters and stuff on his lap, and my wife is just serving him, just happy that she found something.
No wonder you're angry.
And I came in, I said, hey, my man. You got to get the fuck out of here. And he had to go. And my brother, right now, he came to a show one time I was doing in Memphis. And I told him, I said, if I ever see you again, I'm going to treat you like a man that I don't know.
Right.
So don't ever come around me again.
And I perfectly understand that.
If you ain't there now.
Absolutely.
No. Now that you're a star, you're going to be hanging around. No.
If I was a crackhead, would you want to talk to me?
Well, in all fairness, your wife did bring him in and stuff. But the fact of the matter is,
He should have known better than to just make himself at home.
So do you think most of your anger, not only was your mother sitting and wondering if you were acting like him and this and that, but most of your anger is because this man abandoned you?
I never really put. Now it's the turn of Dr. No, I think I'm angry about a lot of it. I think I'm angry about, and the thing that is so amazing to me is that what I was angry about now, I'm not angry about then. What I'm angry about now is that I have a tremendous sense of guilt.
DL knows.
I have a tremendous sense of guilt.
Sense of guilt about what?
No, I really do. I think that a lot of when you see a lot of black performers, you'll see that they have, I think, what's called survivor's guilt, where they believe they why did it happen to them and not somebody else? Because there was so many people that were so much more talented than me and so much brighter and so much. Why did I get it and they didn't? So you feel bad about it.
Is that true though? You really think there was a lot of people more talented than you?
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about? In your neighborhood or when you're really?
Yeah, I do.
You
like
feel
funnier
guilty
than
over
you.
being successful. It's almost a loser's mentality.
Yeah.
It's like almost there's something sucking you back into being a loser so that you can go back on the street and join in with everyone.
Well, but don't you think that's you being a little modest? I mean, were they you really think they were more talented and funnier?
Even now, we were doing Def Jam. It was cats that I had known 15 years ago.
Right.
I'm the host. I come in as a young comic. And I think the only difference between me and them was that I know my limitations. Like, I never believed I was talented or smart. Or
so you worked harder.
So I just worked hard. I believe that no one can physically outwork me.
Any guys you were in the gang with are still in a gang?
Most of them are dead. So.
Most of them are dead.
Anybody else get out and do anything?
No.
Just
You're
you.
the only one.
Well, there are cats.
It's like being a Holocaust survivor.
Well, there's a cat from Dallas who's in Dallas who was a real good friend of mine, but he's doing well. I mean, he's working and happy.
Right.
I mean, not happy, but working.
Living like a somewhat normal life.
Living a life.
Well, if you're really the only one, then that is true survivor's guilt. Absolutely.
Steve, you're on the air. Go ahead, Bayshore. Yeah, that is survivor's guilt. Yeah, you interview people who survive a Nazi concentration camp, and they say, "Gee, why me?"
Yeah.
Like there's so many other
even
people.
plane victims. You know, anybody who survives anything has that.
And so when I
syndrome.
see them angry, like my wife will just say, "You just mad all the time." Like I don't mean to get mad. Like I'm not at home going. But when I get angry when I see what I believe is going on in the world, and I watch these people who are leaders pick these petty fights that ain't gonna help them.
Right. There's a bigger issue.
And they're so naive that they believe that they're really trying to help us and do so. Even if somebody said nigga tomorrow, your life wouldn't fucking change. How would that change your life?
It's very meaningless. Steve, go ahead. You're on the air in Bayshore, New York.
Hey now, Howard. How you doing?
I know.
Hey, DL, I'm not a big fan, but after this...
Well, I can't talk to you.
No, man. Listen, you are the most self-aware, self-evident guy that I've ever heard discuss. I mean, and I'm not blowing smoke. I mean, I'm white, middle-aged guy with a family, had a great background, but you just sort of described and encapsulated the whole black experience. I mean, it's amazing, and it's a little depressing.
Well, it sounds like he won you. Sounds like you are. It's kind of depressing being a black man.
Now you know why they're so pissed off, right?
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Sure.
How big's your cock?
Well, that's the key.
Come on, man.
Hey,
come on now.
Craig, you're on the air in Philadelphia. Go ahead.
And he's got an 11-inch cock.
Let's go to...
membership has its privileges, goddamn.
Craig, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, DL, man. Howard, I've been listening to you for over 20 years since you came to Philly. This is one of the greatest frigging interviews you've ever done, man. And DL, you're the most honest, upfront guy, and you're just laying it out there. That's what makes your comedy so great.
I'll tell you the truth. Not unlike the last caller, I didn't know a lot of DL's work, and then I started to look into what he's doing and the kind of comedy he's putting out there. And he's a very, very intelligent man and a very funny man. And I really, really do mean that. And I do appreciate the honest interview you've given us.
It's so pure, man. It's so pure and honest. It just makes it. He has that kind of. He mentioned Carlin, and Chris Rock and all. It's just having the balls to lay it out. And if you dig it, fine. If you don't, fuck off. He's telling the truth as he sees it.
He's a good man and a funny man. And listen,
but you got to be funny.
If you want to go see him live, and I do recommend it because there are a couple of comedians out there. You never know how long they're going to stay with this stand-up comedy and this and that. And if you get a shot to see them in their prime when they're really happening, this is a guy you should go see. His national comedy tour kicks off in October, and if you got to get the dates, myspace.com/DL Hughley, and I think you'll have a great night. And also check out the HBO special, and the Unapologetic DVD goes on sale September 25th. Go ahead, Eric in Louisville.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
All right.
Hey, DL.
Hey, man.
Tell you what, man, I can't wait to see you in Louisville, man. I know you're coming down here next month, and I actually got to see Dave Chappelle when he was here last time. And, Howard, I talked to you probably about 3-4 years ago about this, but, man, he got heckled off the stage, man. Don't let that happen, man, because I felt like I was robbed down here.
Chappelle got heckled?
Got heckled off the stage?
Yeah, he got heckled off the stage. I called you about 3-4 years ago.
Well, that's a shame because Dave's been at it a long time, and I used to go see
Well,
Dave.
you know, I think more than heckling him, it was they so into his character. I'm rich, bitch, that they'll be drunk.
Yelling out catchphrases.
Right. That's the tough kid.
No, but I've seen some of DL stuff, and I don't think hecklers are going to fuck with him.
No.
I think he'll handle himself.
A man claiming to be your real father is on the air. Let me see if it's true. Go ahead, DL's father.
Well, I had to take myself. So.
Yeah. Now, what do you want to say to DL? Why did you leave DL?
I got to do my best.
What?
I want my opportunity to get into the Olympics.
All right. Now, when you went to DL's house, what was that like?
I'm about to meet my wife come back home.
I see. All right. Well, all right. Thank you for that call.
Whatever.
I didn't know your father was Japanese.
For a minute there, I was listening. Is that motherfucker? See, I'm going to have to talk to this son of a
He is saying, what is that you want to say?
No, I went on gang. We had jobs and whatnot.
Right, okay.
Well, that's fair enough, sir. But DL still doesn't want to hear from you. You can get the fuck out of the house. All right, thank you. Jay, go ahead. You're on.
DL, I wanted to ask, you seem to be prolific in terms of the amount of material you can come up with, too, because you burn out a lot of material.
Yeah, but I thank God for OJ and Larry Craig.
As long as that shit's in the news.
There's always something.
Well, yeah.
Jay, go ahead. One last comment in Phoenix, Arizona. Go ahead.
Hey, DL, I saw you a couple of years ago at the Tempe Improv.
Yeah.
You were funnier than shit.
Thank you, man.
The only problem is me and a couple of my buddies went, and we were the only white guys there.
Well,
Bring a few more.
Bring some white people with you.
Bring a few more.
Hey, everybody, if you sit next to a white person right now, tell them to come on out.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Nothing's going to happen.
Right. Tell your friends.
And nothing happened to you.
Yeah, that's right.
So
tell your friends.
It was all safe, and we didn't get beat up or nothing.
See, no problem. DL,
tell everybody that was a good experience. Yeah?
DL, thank you. And by the way, man. DL will also headline a show at the New York Comedy Festival on November 10th at Town Hall in Manhattan. For tickets, go to New York, NYComedyFestival.com, NYComedyFestival.com. Unapologetic, a great accomplishment for you.
Thank you, man.
This Saturday night, 10 o'clock on HBO. Check it out. And DL, great seeing you.
Thank you, man. Good seeing you, too.
Yeah, and we'll be back again anytime.
Thank you, man.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
DL, that was really good, man.
Thank you, man.
You guys did a pretty thorough interview.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, I was just here to sell a DVD.
And all of a sudden you've talked about
my whole life.
A whole spectrum of topics and everything.
What's
like
up,
that.
G? How you doing, man? How you doing? Excellent.
Some comedians go in there, DL, and they're not sure whether they should tell a joke or how to really rap with Howard. How did you get so comfortable so quickly?
Well, I think I'm just telling the truth. I don't know if I was comfortable, but you just tell the truth.
It just came across as though you and Howard had been, longtime friends or something like that.
Well, you know what? I think that when he's an honest cat, I try to be an honest cat, so it kind of works out from there.
Similar-minded people just being able to relate and stuff like that.
Think.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate that.
Good luck with your DVD, man.
Thank you very much.
See my buddy Howard Stern. We're here to talk about everything, and maybe about my new CD, Classic Songs My Way. We'll just see how the language flows, whether it's a benefit or not. But it's good to be here again.
Excellent. Last time you guys got along very well, so it should be another good appearance today.
Who knows? You have no expectations in life, but the vibe between us has always been very good. We'll see how it goes.
All right, we'll see you inside, Mr. Anka.
Thank you.
Paul Anka is a guy. Do you know this guy's had 38 top or number one songs on the charts?
Which is it? Top 10 hits or number one
Paul
songs?
Anka had 38.
Hi there.
38 top 40 songs.
All right.
Paul, what was it like in the old days, back when, when the Copa was really happening?
And Henry Hill would be up front.
And Henry Hill would be up front. All these mob guys.
Well, Friday night you had all the girlfriends, right? With the same guys, and then you'd see the same guys with the wives on Saturday night, and they look so miserable.
And if you fucked up, and said, "Oh, hey, great, I saw you here last night,"
you fucked up.
You fucked up. You're dead.
No, I'll never forget one night I was in there. Right, I was a kid, and I go in, and I'm watching Sammy Davis Jr., who was a buddy and I admired. So Sammy's up there singing, and they got the spot on him, and he goes, "Sometimes I feel like a motherless child." And 3 tables over, they had round tables. There were 2 cats there, and one guy goes, "And you look like one." Now the lights go out. You heard. The guys took him out. There was another table and a couple sitting there within 1 minute.
Wow. Wow.
That fast.
Wow.
So you don't heckle.
What?
You don't heckle.
You don't
kick
mess
him
up
out.
the show.
You don't heckle, you schmeckle. You're out of there.
Do you miss those days?
Do I miss them? No, they were like an education for me. But I'm a guy thinking today and tomorrow. I only miss them in terms of the kind of world that it was.
Is life better for you now? Is life better for you now?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
You're an accomplished man. You've done it all in the music business. Blah 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 blah
And
blah.
what's I like the fact that it was a different kind of place to learn in, and you could fail and find out what you were about. Today,
there's no place like
no
that, huh?
place you can fail in.
Yeah, I heard
I feel for these young kids.
I hear. Yeah, it's hard to make it in the music business. You got to go on American Idol now, right?
That's right.
It's tough. You watch that show?
Yeah, I've been on it a couple of times. I just did Canadian Idol. I mean, it's great. You see an eclectic array of music now and then, and it's okay.
You wrote 38 top 40 songs?
Uh-huh.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
It's an unbelievable accomplishment, huh?
Thank you.
I mean, really is.
Yeah,
38
well,
top
50
40
years, you gotta. If you're around 50 years, ultimately the odds are with you that you'll do that.
There's a lot of dudes who have been around 50 years.
Yeah, who else can say that?
I don't know.
It's not easy.
Yeah, but it was, it's gone by so quickly. The last time I was with you, I got a lot of calls about doing a book.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a book for St. Martin's.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm writing it.
You're
right
going to
now.
write everything down there? You're going to write about when Johnny got pushed down the steps?
Oh, that's in for sure.
Last time Paul was on, it was unbelievable. He told us, first of all, he told us he saw Frank Sinatra naked and then he had a big dick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a lie.
I know.
Yeah, but
that's a good
I
story.
just don't remember that.
Next to
Some of
Milton
those things
Berle.
don't stay with me.
No kidding.
How?
Yeah, Milton Berle.
Well, compared to Milton Berle, what was he like? I mean, like he was like half of Milton, or what?
Milton Berle was about 4 inches longer, and Guy Marks. Those were the two guys.
Wow.
Did you really see Milton Berle's penis?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How do you see that?
Well, you're in the steam room. There's nowhere else to hang. After the shows, you all went into the steam room. And you had Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy. We all had our own robes. You'd eat in there after the show. You were there till 5 in the morning. Jay Sebring would come in, give us all haircuts. That was the hang.
Why did everyone hang in the steam room, though?
That was it, because that's where the fun was.
Were there
But
chicks
you're all
in there?
naked?
Oh, yeah. They were
Together?
Of course.
Yeah. And there were chicks in there?
Yeah, they would come in now and then. Absolutely.
Would you be embarrassed for the other guys to see your penis if it wasn't as big as Frank's or?
And Sammy was
like, I don't
nothing
know.
to speak
Well, I
of?
wasn't embarrassed.
You got a nice sized penis.
I hung in there. Excuse the expression.
Were there guys in there? Were there famous guys who'd walk in and hang with you guys in the steam room, and afterwards you guys go, "Hey, that guy's a needle dick." Were there guys like that?
Yeah, there were a couple of pathetics.
Who were the pathetics?
Those I don't remember.
But guys will look. I mean, you do make a comment, right?
Yeah,
here
well, I
and there.
remember the three I told you. Frank was hung.
Frank was a big guy.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
But Sammy Davis Jr., he had nothing to impress you?
No. Sammy was all right. I mean, I don't know the detail. These aren't the kind of things I reminisce about.
Sammy held his own.
Until I come on this show. Well, he held it now and then. It depended.
Sammy was hung for a Jewish guy, right?
No.
So you guys would hang out in the steam room, and there were broads in the steam room,
Yeah,
right?
Frank would have girls come in every now and then. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Now, were acts being performed? Was this like a wild sex scene in there?
There were little rooms and massage rooms and what
really?
have you. And then, listen, I wasn't there all the time, obviously, but it was notorious because it was.
So let me get it straight, though. You're sitting in the steam room.
Yeah.
Then the broads come in. You guys
Later.
are right. You guys are all sitting around. You're talking showbiz and bullshitting. All of a sudden, a couple girls come in.
Right.
They're nude too in the steam room. You guys are
Oh, of
nude. The
course.
girls are nude. And then you guys get hard-ons, though. But you don't want to get a hard-on in front of Frank.
Well,
and the boys.
I never got in any of that scene with Sinatra and those guys. They would come in and they'd disappear. I mean, you got to remember, there's a lot of other rooms or what have you.
Right.
So that was never my thing. That were the gangbangs going on with Frank.
No, not gangbangs.
Were there gangbangs with Frank?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Listen, you did what Frank told you. Frank was the guy. If he said, "Let's go to dinner," you brought your passport. You never knew what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Was that nervous? Did that kind of just make you feel? I mean, you're a man who's accomplished a lot in your life. I mean, why is everyone bowing to Frank?
Why is it Frank?
Well, no,
is
you
the
have to
guy?
remember.
Yeah.
I was
Why
much
is Frank the
younger.
guy? Yeah.
I was much younger. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have to remember that rock music, pop music was in its infancy stage back then.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So all you had to emulate and look at were these guys. Whether it was Darren and I, we'd look up to these guys called the Rat Pack. There was nothing else that existed. Vegas,
They were the
Col-
scene.
That was the thing.
Right.
So when you got around them, I mean, you felt that aura. He was the guy because the way that this guy sang and what he represented was intimidating. I mean,
Right.
you have to think that he was the only guy that got up in front of a swing orchestra. Everyone else came second. He knew how to do it.
But he abused his power. I mean, sometimes he would be downright nasty to
well,
you dudes.
a lot of people do. He was never like that with me.
No.
No,
but
he
other
did it
people.
to Sammy. He did to other people. But he was a man's man, and if he liked you and he was your friend.
But why did Sammy put up with the bullshit? I mean, Sammy was an accomplished guy.
You know, it's Sammy. He protected Sammy. Let me tell you something. He stood by everything that Sammy fought for, and this guy came in.
But how could he be cruel to Sammy? Sammy, what, black jokes and stuff?
When Frank started drinking, and if you didn't go his way on certain things, he became mean. You know, that was.
But it's
what it
weird.
was.
He always stood up for civil rights and all that stuff. But was he calling Sammy the N-word and all that kind of stuff?
No,
Never.
no. I mean, Sammy's name on the robe was what the hell was Sammy's? I was the kid, the day Smokey the Bear. That's
Sammy was Smokey the Bear?
Smokey the
Well, that's not an insult.
No, of course it isn't. But I've never heard him insult Sammy in any way like that.
It was more personal. It was man to man as opposed to
Frank was
being
a good
racial.
guy. He was a stand-up
See, I
guy.
think he got a good book in you, that Johnny Carson story where the mob threw him down the
Well,
steps.
you know, you threw me in. Yeah, that was just a quickie. I was listening to you outside, and I thought of a story when I heard the porno stuff. I was working the Fontainebleau, and the guys were involved in a way, but they had a guy, you may remember this. Remember Ben Novak? Does that name ring a bell?
No.
Benny Novak was a guy that ran the Fontainebleau when Miami was the thing, okay?
Right.
But he'd always come around and be a pain in the ass when he wanted to get involved because, you know, the girls were coming around and screaming. He wanted to hang with us, but he was kind of like a nebbish kind of guy.
Right.
But he was the boss of the hotel.
So you let him hang with you?
No, but we didn't want him to hang. So he always wanted in on the action. But ultimately, what would happen when you'd play there for about $25,000 a week, he'd charge you $50,000 for food. So we all got real pissed off at this guy.
Right.
So finally one day I said, you know, we got to do something to him because I believe that humor is the final refuge of sanity.
That's right.
So I got this porno tape on an old tape machine and I put it in a bedroom. And I had a couple of guys who were shills. I said, Ben, come on up. We've got some great action. I know you want to get into this. He said, yeah, I'm coming right up. You know. Now, Ben would travel with a little Moroccan guy named Boo, who was about 4'8", and a dog, because Ben couldn't hear. He had like a hearing aid all the time. And he ran the joint. So I said, Ben, get in here. So he comes into the room. You hear the porno screaming in the other room. And I said, take your clothes off because when it's finished, you're in next. He sits down. Now he's got his clothes off. He's holding the hearing aid. The damn dog is doing what he's told, and Boo is kissing his ass because he works for him from Morocco. So they're sitting in the chair, and you can hear in the next room, whip me. Now Ben's getting excited.
Oh, no.
He's got a hard.
Now I got the shill. I said, the shill runs out of the room. Oh, that was great. I said, Ben, you're next. He runs in.
Yeah.
The dog after him and Boo. And there was the tape machine.
So you guys are always screwing with each other.
Yeah.
You love that.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I love pranks. Yeah.
But
a lot of my book will be a lot of pranks.
You're going to talk about when Frank Sinatra got his teeth knocked out by that guy?
I was there.
You were there.
I told you this
Who would knock out Frank Sinatra's teeth, though? That's crazy.
Carl Cohen.
He did it.
He must have been connected or something.
Well, you have to realize that when the transition went from the guys that ran the place to Howard Hughes, it became very corporate.
Mm-hmm.
Net.
A gente está indo pra batalha. Vem aqui e espera. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu.
Ponto. Norte. Ponto coito. Que isso, Dani?
Acabou a brincadeira. Chegou a hora de lutar de verdade.
Deita, eu acho que não dá. Deveria só deitar. Cinco. Cinco.
Insurgência.
Porque não tem como eu te mostrar.
Ganhe pontos pra
para acelerar a contagem.
Ô, Márcia, tenta desinstalar o jogo e instalar de novo, que às vezes pode ter bugado mesmo, aí só conserta assim.
Alvos definidos. Ao trabalho.
Tire mole. Nossa, cara. Quer mais um selfie? Tá pouco. 3.
Varredura de ocupação. O inimigo está fazendo reconhecimento na AO. Se abaixa ou vai pra água. Varredura inimiga ativa. Pra cobertura. Inimigos detectados. Locais marcados. Os alvos da caça.
Não consegui roubar aqui.
Se afastem das portas. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu. Entrega de armadura.
Pô, eu cheguei no pré-fire, mano. Mesmo assim, eu quase morri. Ai.
Você tá perdendo o terreno. Agiliza.
Querendo.
Atenção, os inimigos mobilizaram uma estação de compra.
Morri!
Se prepara para remobilizar.
Vai, morre pra minha mina. Não é possível. Ele tá com meu flex.
Soldado inimigo chegando. Entrega de armamento seguindo pra aí.
Devolve meu flex, filho da puta. Se fosse meu flex, tu tinha morrido.
Entendido. Fênix 2-3 se aproximando. Ataque a caminho.
Fui. Pô, na moral, eu mereci pro lobby depois dessa batatice aqui. Moral. Não sei mais jogar. Mano, o cara meteu o pé com o meu flex, velho. Eu não compreendo por que que eu morro instantaneamente. Tipo, na minha tela eu comecei a tirar antes.
Você tá voltando.
O que tá acontecendo?
Aproveita a chance. Multiplicador de XP mobilizado.
Aqui fui de ralo, né? Aqui eu fui muito. Morta, te esperando, tá? No Discord. No Discord, vida. Tô te esperando. Dudu, amor. Já injuriei com a solo aqui já.
Inimigo chegando na AO.
Puxa, Maria. Ai. Fica as 2 kills, que delícia. Cadê o cara, mano? Tava aqui. Damn. Tem nada de bom aqui? Que isso, gente? Muito loot. Muito loot não luteado. Olha! A galera parece que foi só falecendo.
Gás se aproximando. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu.
Cadê ele? Você foi atrás desse cara? Ali foi. Ih, varou, hein? Deu uma varadinha, hein? Deu uma varada. Deu uma varada. Ai.